Oh shit. Hey, that trade you was in, that trade you just closed, you was in that bitch since, what was this, Friday, right? Oh, nah, yesterday, right? You caught that
I was in that bitch since fucking, I think it was Monday Asian session. I'm not gonna lie. When I see that closure, bro, I said I'm gone. But I was in 2 trades. I'm gonna show y'all. Exactly. I'm gonna show y'all when I really entered them bitches. I know when gold trying to fake you out too. But I'm gonna tell you when to really hit them. Like when y'all was saying, "Oh, it faked me out," I know exactly why I faked you out.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that fake out shit really be coming from the hourly, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The hourly.
I'm gonna tell you something real. Before I really give game, that's why I don't look at the hourly, because whatever happens on a 4-hour is way more stronger. And if you look at the 4-hour, if you wait and be patient and wait for IC on the 4-hour, it's gonna look exactly like that on the 1. Look at that shit. The 1 hour like to trick you because it'll make its own ICC. That shit is straight bullshit. You're gonna get kicked out, or it's not even gonna be that. It's not high probability. You looking for high probability. You're not looking for no shit that's just gonna knock you out here and there. Yeah. It's a hit or miss.
Nah, fact. I ain't gonna lie, it's just that 4-hour. But motherfucker, they ain't patient. That bitch be taking forever. But it's like once you peep that whole keeping structure type shit, it's like shit. You better get your patience if you trying to make some money type shit.
The only thing niggas fuck up with, you gotta be patient. When you train at ICC, you have to be patient. If you're not patient, it's going like it's not that good of a strategy. Because it's not even really a strategy. It's just structure.
Yeah, it's market structure.
But when you master, I look at it as it is a strategy, because like market structure is what the market is. If you're mastering that shit, I mean, like you're basically running the markets.
What did I miss? Did y'all show anything?
Nah, we ain't no shit. We just letting everybody join the shit. We just chopping it up.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a little bit more.
I'm trying to live stream this bitch on my YouTube, but I'm having difficulties pulling this shit up. Fuck, I lost it again. Nah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I got questions too, like how you be knowing the exact points it's going to type shit.
I'm gonna tell you. That's it.
Bet.
No. I mark levels. I mark every level that get indicated on a 4-hour / daily. I mark it, and I'm telling you, it's either going to retrace or it's not going to retrace. It's either going to go back to it or it's not going to go back to it. Like, you just gotta chill. And how I be knowing to take some sales is when where it indicates that. So wherever it indicates that, that's when you know we're in a bearish market. Do not do anything else. Don't do a buy or nothing until it's showing you we really trying to buy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you though. Let me get this computer up.
I really don't want that. You got like
Shorty, what you doing?
Yeah, tape. Tape?
What was your original question?
I said black tape. You don't gotta tape it off? Nigga funny, bro.
Oh, I'm wrapping Christmas gifts or something.
Stupid ass. You ain't never need tape before, nigga.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope.
Now, what do people get tape for?
Shit. I don't know, nigga.
I'm gonna go get some now. Just
stupid ass. You feel like you need it now.
You never know. Someone might need some.
It came, took out a low one, now look like it's going back.
Yeah, that's what we just talking about on the hourly. I'm really trying to cover my damn.
Well, fuck the hourly.
Fuck the hourly.
Well, that's the only thing that I kind of like.
I'm gonna make you say fuck the hourly. I promise you.
Wait, what? Somebody was saying something.
Only fuck with the hourly when you in your trade, because that helps you know if it's going to reverse or not.
Yeah, that's what I was agreeing with.
Okay. Now, if you re-enter a trade, the hourly good, because that's how I re-enter certain shit. Like, if I'm trying to stab back at it, I'll look at the hourly for sure. I definitely do. But I don't look at the hourly when any of my setups. I'm literally on 4-hour. 4-hour for an entry, 4-hour for structure, 4-hour for everything. 4-hour and daily for structure.
Yeah, 4-hour. I agree.
Nothing else. I'm telling you, that's it.
Man, y'all Baltimore niggas got some strong ass accents, bro. You sound like Reggie and shit.
No, for real though.
But what I was gonna say, I was gonna say, I've been tracking the gold off the 4 hours since like last year around this time, so it's definitely finna drop. So I already have like certain lines. Like when I sent y'all the picture in the group chat, them orange lines was really from like last year.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's already dropped.
Yeah, that
Gold
bitch.
rate keep dropping.
Damn, I'm scared. That bitch lucky stop dropping shit. Nigga, I got gold shares and shit.
It's not even the daily didn't even make a new low. Didn't even make a new low yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's definitely about to keep up.
Literally like it hasn't even hit the retest line on that crawfish. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm at Firecrab, y'all. But it didn't even hit the that line of where it retest that one line when I set that number 4076 last night. It's gonna retest that line, then it's gonna drop again. It's gonna retest one more line, and then it's gonna fly free. For real, it's gonna hopefully drop.
Yo,
4076.
gold been dropping since. Let me tell you when gold been dropping. Gold, and this is correct. Gold been dropping since June 18th, and never stopped dropping that thing. June 18th on the daily is showing gold never dropped. It's still making lower highs, lower lows. All right, let me run this shit down now. I'll delete all this and still explain that shit. All right, this should be it. Ain't really nobody else really trying to join.
Yeah, we on this thing already. I know I already started the live, so even if this shit gonna be some shit motherfuckers go pull up, be able to pull up later.
Okay, I'm trying to delete all this. All right, let me delete this. All right. First of all,
I really need some of my son before we started smoking. Stupid ass. Oh, we're gonna go to McDonald's.
this shit don't flip.
You on your phone with it?
Yeah.
You gotta do all types of shit to flip it.
Like what? Hold on.
I hope this don't.
All right, so before we even start, I'm gonna tell you now, like I've been saying all the time, mainly where I got everything I know from is watching Saab, but like people say they watch Saab, but like, are you watching them deep ass videos, Lord clips he be watching? He puts so much game in there that people don't even realize that he put that shit that happens in the market where you be like, why the fuck that happened? That he tell you that shit is gonna happen. So I'm gonna say that for one. Number two, I don't use the 15, the 5. I'm not a scalper. I don't scout at all. I literally just look at daily 4 hour for mainly anything. I use the hour I use the hour if I'm in my trade, if I know I'm about to get faked out. Hour and 15 minutes for my trade if I know I'm ready to get faked out. But looking for them entries and the big entries I'm looking for, I don't looking at nothing else but a 4 hour and a daily. So now I'm ready to flip. Now I'm ready to flip to the daily and show y'all how I caught this trade. Well, I caught two trades off it.
So PJ, you only be watching you only watch trades by side shit when it comes to the ICC, right?
What you mean? Yeah, I don't watch nobody else but All right, so look. When I came in here, these some old trades. But let's just say this candle was I was watching this candle was way back March 20th. And I seen like some type of break towards it. Now when I'm with the daily, a lot of people don't know this, but I marked the wick in the daily because I think it's more information. So I marked the wick. And plus I seen Side do it, so I did it. I'm gonna keep it so real. So when I mark this wick, as soon as I mark this wick, I mark the highest point too, which is right here. These are higher points. These are higher points. These are higher points. But you see all the points going down. That's why I be telling people, like, I don't know why you in buy as far as like as a swing trader. You should never be in buys as a swing trader right now. No high is necessarily getting broken. And that's looking at the daily gives you so much information. No high is being broken. What are you going to buy for, in my opinion? Like, This how I get break in. This how I got respected. You know what I mean? That's why I kept saying earlier or like last week, like how's I getting respected? Why would I trade that? You know what I mean? It's not really trying to do it. It's trying to bounce like it is. It's trying to bounce and go down how it's doing now. So I mark that daily out. Now when I mark that out, I go straight here to the 4 hour. Now when I see the 4 hour, what it do? It indicate to the downside. All this stuff up top and all these highs, that's when I look for buys. I don't look for buys other than that until I see one of these highs getting broken on the 4 hour. None of them are getting broken on the 4 hour. Even when we came to that point where I seen somebody probably trade this. Like, let me let you out. I'm gonna show you where I easily get faked out and why I didn't do buys. People may have one here.
Oh yeah, now your smoke clear.
Let's just say this high. And probably like went down to the 1 hour. Where the 1 hour like to dick you out. Make it seem like it's gonna go up, but it's not. You see that lower indication on the 1 hour? Hold up. So hard. See where I marked that line at? On the 1 hour, it's showing me.
What kind of computer you got?
This shit is ass. I don't know what it is. It's some HP shit. This shit is ass. I don't even have no setup.
I don't know how it changed, but you could screen record from Discord type shit. So I'm thinking if you
you could screen record from Discord?
Yeah, so hop on Discord on your computer so we can like see your whole screen.
Alright, I want that.
Yeah, even though I'm looking at it on my computer, but
I'm able to see though, but like if you're able to do that, that'll be better for everybody. But if not, we could just look because that was kind of clear.
Okay, I got you. Let me see.
This that shit right here. That hoe.
He will again.
Thank you, more. We still going up. That's why we gotta watch it for an hour.
They'll fuck around and wick all the way back down to here. Stupid ass. They'll fuck around and do that.
See, that's why we on the hourly though. That bitch would have fried our ass.
Or it could break that out. It might take that out. We gonna see.
Nah, that bullshit, huh?
I don't know why I felt like I would drink water all day, nigga. God damn, that felt good.
Now what the fuck? Hold on.
You needed that.
Rejuvenation.
Consider your future.
There's so much I can see. I told them about trying to get out the streets, man.
No bullshit. Trying to run this bag up.
We're just trying to run from the 9 to 5. We trying to get out the streets, man. We're gonna keep selling the peas.
Until this shit work.
I'm blowing at that account on top of 11 10.
You funny, bro. Oh, I get you.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. I really trying to see.
Alright, how I screen record this shit? Oh,
yeah.
I bet.
I wanted to have a pull all the way back up. Oh yeah, that bitch.
Chrissy?
Say fucking nigga. That shit loading.
What?
Damn, can y'all see his shit or is my shit tripping?
No, it's loading.
Yeah, that's what I see too.
Oh wait, I see it now.
Yeah, I can
You
see.
see?
All right, yeah, this is
Yeah.
way better.
I'm ready to eat all of it. It's cool.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, go here. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that wick. I'm looking at wicks. I'm not looking at nothing else. As far as marking the daily, I'm looking for like around the lowest wick. At this time, this is the lowest wick, and I kept this wick mark. At this time, I was the lowest wick, and I kept this wick mark. So when I seen that, what I see, it's a crack in that. You know what I mean? It's a big crack in it. And you see indication, correction, that's another way why I just look at my trades that way. Then I come here, and if I know I'm in a bearish market, I'm gonna take sells all day, and they're gonna be way stronger. So I'm gonna mark out these key lows that got indicated, indication, correction, continue, just all over the place. That was one trade. You could put one here. Indication, correction, continuation, all the way going down. And I took this trade. And now I'm gonna tell you how I entered in this trade. Like I said, why would I take buys? Because again, if I look back at the daily, why would I take buys? Everything is getting respected. I could put them here because I do this too. I do all daily levels. I could put them here. Guess what happened? People took buys are crazy. It all got respected. On time frame, it all got respected. Which means there's no reason we should buy it. And then you'll go to the 1 hour. 1 hour just fake you out, make it seem like it's going up. Make it seem like it's tapping on when it's really not. You see all these candles. I hate seeing a lot of candles. I don't know anybody else, but I don't like seeing a lot of candles. And then look at that. It never indicated. The 4 hour never told me it indicated.
Man, you gotta do
it. Never told me it indicated.
You should have dragged that bitch back as you
Huh?
explained it. Oh, you said to the upside type shit.
Yeah, what you mean?
You said it never indicated. It's because you got a small.
It never indicated on the 4 hour.
Oh, you said
never indicated on the 4 hour. That's what matters. I don't care about the. It never indicated on the 4 hour. Everything I watch is on the 4 hour. So like I'll mark the wicks. I'll mark the wicks on the daily, and nothing got cracked. But if I do this, and this is where I'm thinking it's probably like, oh yeah, we in sales. Look, if I mark this, that wick, that's a low. I mean, yeah, that's a low. I'm bugging out. Green and the red. That's a low. I know you already see the cracks. That's a low. So the one trade that I took last week, here go. I'm gonna take out these highs because I was not buying that shit bullshit.
Hey, you able to?
So I'm marking it now.
You able to press the replay button to where you like enter the trade on Trading View, so we can kind of see that bitch play out exactly how you saw it. Do it from what you saw at first, type shit. You know what I'm saying? That way, when we come on the computer, we need to know this is exactly what the fuck you need to look at, exactly what you need to do. And what, you didn't trade until price broke this week, type shit?
No, I'll trade before that because I'm not just looking at that level. But this level got cracked this week. That's why I was like,
oh, that was your target. That's a target type shit.
It can be if it ICC. You know what I mean? And it did see this indication out here, it correct and it touched it again. That means what people don't know is you're not lost. People won't watch inside videos don't know this. Your target is really not where it indicated at. Your target is the next buyers or the next sellers. That's where your target is with anything that indicates the tip that probably people. So I would be targeting the next low that I see at this didn't hit to. So even if wherever it went to, I'll go to the next level where it didn't went to. But all right, let me replay. Since you want to replay, I got you. Let's say I'll say I was like
just one.
I said I was like probably here. Yeah, what's going on? Let's delete everything. Let's just say I kept this mark because I knew that was the lowest daily mark. I kept that mark regardless. So I already knew. I'm like, yo, it indicates that I don't think we're going to get Bob's fin in it. It indicated to a major daily low. How is this a real major? Because down here. That's a real major daily low. And when you crack that, it's hard back in Bob's just like that. You know what I mean? On top of that, all of these are lower lows, lower highs.
Your shit breaking up, motherfucker can't hear shit you saying.
June 5th, 8th time. Mind you, these all waiting. Can't hear me?
Damn, hell nah, your shit damn near just was breaking up for about 10 seconds.
It's still breaking up?
Shit, it's going in and out type shit. But we really ain't here. Shit, but why would you indicate under this level when that's a strong ass level to break on a daily? I mean, why would we buy it but this level when it already broke it?
Is rain moving good?
It's cool. Just go ahead. I'm gonna let you know if that be tripping. It's moving good right now, though. I think.
Yeah, it's clear to me.
Or we get on like a call. We can get on it.
Nah, you good? We go.
Clear. We can just on where y'all can hear everything I'm saying and look at my screen. All right, look. So the replay. What I'm looking for lows, these type of lows. Let's just say I marked this one. Let's just say I was marking at this where's the low right here. Let's say I marked this one. Mind you, I marked the wick. I could tell you right now in the 4 hours going to indicate right here, and you're going to see a drop. And I guarantee you, this is a trade I most likely took. So I'm marking that red and green candle. And once I mark that red and green candle low, and I mark at that wick, I go to the 4 hour and I wait. I do this every wait. So it indicated. You see it indicated. It indicated down. I want to make sure. I'm gonna just make one line. That way I'm not getting confused. Just make one line. Make one line. Okay. So it ended. So once I mark that green, go to my. As I go to the 4 hour, what happened in between that? I got a break right location. I got a correction, and I'm waiting for it to go back. Now, I did take this trade because go early in the week, it will fake you out. Go out week, like you up for that. Get that indication, that correction. Tell you who's going down. You gotta make sure you're in like a clear trend going. To make sure you're tracking first you getting a good push through these first lower fake out lower levels before it really got a real strong indication. You don't want to go off no bullshit like this. Like that's not really a real indication. That's a level you kind of like. If it don't break this weak level that it made, it's not really trying to go down. If that makes sense. So you see the indication. Indication. Continue with it. But you're not really looking at tiny indication. You're like big profit, and that's not how the strategy works anyway. So for big, small indications, he go off for big indications. So when I looked here, I'm like, oh, this is a good indication down here. It stopped right here. Then it came up, and I'm like, okay, whenever price go back down this way, I'm not going to enter a trade. Let me replay some more. Replay some more. So we got indication right here from the bottom. If this don't get cracked, I'm not going to trade. So I'll put a line right here, like an alert actually. I'll put an alert right here, right at that wick. And I'll be like on alert to where it's going to hit me. No, I don't like this. I want to alert to whenever it hit and cross paths here. I don't like. So I want to alert going this a good push past it. Not it getting respected. You see it got respected right here. So I'm not going to enter that trade. I'm not going to enter that trade because it got respected. And I know early in the week around Monday, Tuesday, that's when gold like to fake you out. Gold don't like to really give you a good push until like later down the week, unless you finding a good trade that's early in the week, how I did just now. So here we go right here. Indication, correction going up. Higher highs, higher lows. Okay, it's respect. It's really a higher high, higher low. Boom, boom, a dummy with trade right here. I went because it's respecting that little fake mark right there. It's respecting it. You know what I mean? And I know again that gold don't like to really push too crazy early in the week. You know what I mean? And this is around 1 a.m. So it's like I'm really not trading that. But then it come around, it come back down. Look, Thursday, it come back down around Thursday.
Stupid.
He froze.
That bitch definitely froze.
Girl, stop. Dude. Oh, you about to do. Really?
Damn, I hope he. What if he don't even know his shit froze? He probably still going.
Girl, you're still freaking mango juice in my bed, bro.
Hey, Claire.
Don't say her right now. She in trouble.
Man, do anybody got questions? Who in this bit? Who is 1600? Shit, it seemed like clear instructions to me.
Okay, so what is we looking at right now? Is these the candlesticks?
Yeah. So this is just the chart. Right now we're looking at gold, the ticker symbol, which is basically the price of gold. Shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he was getting into it.
Nah, no bullshit. He was getting to the enter part, nigga. I was like, so you enter once the whole 4-hour candle break below that beat?
I'm picking up so fast, bro. I swear to God, it's only on shame.
Damn.
Girl, stop taking my.
Do this shit, motherfuckers.
Nah, no bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, your shit be feeling good.
It's cold outside.
That shit was.
Until you walk out there, you gonna be mad as hell. Damn, my shit.
Y'all can see my shit.
Yeah, froze.
How I do this? I don't know what the fuck I did.
All right, so again, you try to space it out, make it look more cleaner. All right. Delete. I'm on the daily time frame. I go daily first. Early in the week, we go here. We're looking at the wicks. Look for a red and green candle. The lower wick. It's always gonna be the lower wick on the daily only. I don't really look at wicks unless it's for an entry or I'm on the daily. I don't look at the wicks unless it's an entry or if I'm on the daily. After I mark what's on the daily, I go to the 4-hour. And now I'm on a 4-hour. And now just look over here. We're just gonna look right here because this is where I marked it at. Now you see where I marked. This is the daily mark right here. So I know that this is a daily level because this is where I started at. So it indicated. And again, this right here is not a real indication. Anything that crosses is a real indication technically. But it's like, that's not the indication you're looking for. You're looking for a nice lower drop. But I know that I'm not going to take a sell unless it has this phony indication. So like, this is how you don't get faked out. Like I said, you'll come here and then you'll be like, oh, it crossed the line again. That's ICC. I'm right into that trade. No, it's respecting it. So like, you don't really want to hit that trade. And like I said, my entries are always the wick. So it's like, it didn't even touch this wick. You know what I mean? I do the wick because to me that means it's a good push. That's not a good push to me. So now I'm marking that, and I'm like, that's when I'm giving my call outs. Yo, I'm not entering the trade until it's at 4402. You know what I mean? And then what happens? I wait for that lower high. I wait for that lower high to happen. And then it cracks 4402. I'm like, yo, y'all need to get in sales. Where am I putting my stop loss? Exactly how if you trade ICC, you know.
All right, so before you hopped in the trade, what you waited on that full? What's this? The 4 hour time frame? You waited on the full 4 hour
Only 4
candle?
hour. I did not. I didn't exactly. I did not go to nothing else. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Wait till that candle closed. Just because it got that push, I waited till this candle closed. So really, my entry was somewhere like right here. As soon as that candle closed and it closed below that line, I'm like, all right, now I'm entering a trade. I'm not gonna enter a trade because it happened to me before. That's what I'm saying is because I'm not about to enter a trade, and I'm about to.
So, how do you know the candle closed?
The time right here, just like this, 20 minutes. This time, like right there. That's when I knew the candle closed. You know what I mean? A 4 hour candle.
So
like I said,
every candlestick represents a certain time, and right now we're on a 4 hour time frame. So every candle is gonna move for 4 hours. After 4 hours, it stopped, and then another candle starts.
I know y'all see this. I know y'all see this fucking drop. Like this is how I be catching trades like that. Now something that say like again. So we're gonna go back to it. That way everybody understand. What I do first, what you do is you come to your daily. You find a way. You just find these. Like I can go mark these right here. Like this is good. Like mark any of them. Like I'm serious. Mark any of them. You know what I mean? Just mark the ones that's important. At that time, this was an important wick. This is important. And then you see other wicks. That's how you know it already indicated. You'll see other wicks. And the 4 hour is going to show you what happened in between that. That's why I marked the wicks, because the 4 hour, that's where the information at. That's why they say 4 hour and daily is a cheat code, because that's where the information at. Them wicks on the bottom that indicated is giving you a lot of information. This is all what's in that wick. This whole indication is all what's in that wick.
Question to the time recently. Go back to where the wicks you just marked out. The important wicks that you had just marked out. Cause so them wicks that went under that line. Why didn't you mark them out?
Because that's my trade. That's because like at that time, worry about this. At that time, this is what I was looking at. So why would I mark that? And that's what I was looking at. I'm waiting for it to do all of that. Because like once I marked them wicks, I went straight to the 4 hour. I don't really check the daily after that. The daily is literally just for levels. I don't check the daily after that. That's what I use the daily for. So when I marked it, you got to think about it. I'm right here waiting on a break. This is around the time I marked it. I'm right here waiting on a break. And then why I'm not thinking buys? Because let me go mark a buy out. Let me mark both. You're probably like, why you ain't think buys this whole time? Wow, what up? Let me look at a high. Boom. Look, what's getting respected and what's getting disrespected? The high is getting respected crazy. That's telling you like you don't even need to be in buys. And then when I go and look at the four, this is how I look at it. This is really how I mark it. This is how I look at it. Why the fuck would I look for a buy? All of this is noise. All of this is considered consolidation. So now this is where I didn't want to get to this step yet, but this is where I start doing this. And when you see my charts doing this, that means I'm not taking nothing else out of this. But you could, because you want to know why? Because the 4 hour is also strong too. So like you could take trades out of that. It's just this is the way I trade. You know what I mean? But like you could take trades out of that. It just got to be in a 4 hour. So you can go here, mark this out, indication correction, continuation. It still works. You know what I mean? It's just I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade within that until I get a break like this. Because why? You see all that. You see all that money going down like that. Like that's why I don't sit there and just trade in what my wicks are. So again, I go to the daily. I'm here with it. I mark the high wick. I mark the low wick. When I mark the low wick, I go down to 4 hour. It indicates. Now I'm like, okay, the 4 hour indicator is correcting. Now I look here. I'm looking for an entry. I'm going to look at these little fake out spots like this. I like to call them fake out spots, and I'm going to the wick because that's when it will be a good push behind that candle closure, if that makes sense. That means to me it's a good push.
All right, so say you missed this play. What would How would you find another entry?
Oh, okay. So say, all right, indication, correction, continuation. As it's going down, that's when I use these. Say I missed it. Oh, this is where it gets confusing because I only do this when I'm okay.
You probably
Indication,
gotta change the
correction.
color of them hoes so you can remember which lines is which.
Yeah. So I would just look for a lower high. Simply, it's that simple. So like it go here, go down, it makes a new low. Now I'm making for a lower high like this. This is an entry right here. That's why I be telling y'all all the time, bro. Once it hits that, yo, enter the trade. It's still gonna drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down. And where you gonna put your stop loss? Right above that higher low. I mean that lower high. Did it touch it? Fuck no.
Mark it
It
out how
all
you
goes down.
mark out how you would do that. Like on the
What you mean?
like the little short position thing, so everybody could see like what you mean by that.
What you mean?
Like your entry, the play we talking about right now.
Like if I miss it?
Yeah, not the one
I
you was
just saying the red and green thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
All
where
right. So
you
look, indication. Okay, indication, correction, continuation. Yo, I missed the entry because it went past here. Yo, I missed the entry. What the fuck? I'm gonna go down to like an hour. I'm gonna go down to a 15. But I mainly trust the hour. I trust higher time frames. I don't trust that bullshit. So again, indication. You see this? This is the same thing that happened in the 4 hour. Just more candles. Indication, correction, continuation. Once I make that break in my entry, and you see your entry got breached, don't enter this trade off this. Please don't. Like, don't do it because you don't know. Like, your trade could lose. You gotta have that. You gotta have in your mind that every trade ain't a win. So you ain't just gonna go hop in it late. And on top of that, if you hop in it late, look at these wicks going up because price is touching certain levels, certain buyers. So it's like it's a higher chance you'll get wicked out your trade. Wait for that higher. Wait for that lower high as far as sells. Wait for that lower high. So look. I see a green and red candle, which is a little high within the 4 hour. I mean, within the 1 hour. So now I'm like, okay, it does that. Now I know just outside I tell you, this high is lower than this high. And it made that lower high, which means what? Price still wants to go down. So then once this close, again, close. Not when it's moving around, not when these candles are moving around doing something crazy. Don't enter that shit because you're gonna get wicked out and you're gonna say shit don't work, but you didn't follow that rule. So once it closed and you see like a tiny lower drop or anything, no, really once it closed and you know it's a lower high. When you know it's a lower high and you know it's a lower low, like shit is being made, lower high, lower low. When you hear lower high, lower low, you're in a downtrend. It's so simple, especially on higher time frames. Because if I go to the 15-minute, it's gonna show the same thing. It's still gonna be lower high, lower low. It's gonna show the same thing. So then that's when I enter my trade right here. And then stop loss. Stop loss would be at there. And TP would be wherever the TP was originally formed. I'm gonna tell you where my TP bees, but like wherever it formed, if that makes sense. And you see the drop. That's how you get back into if you miss the trade. That's why I tell y'all certain shit like if you miss the trade, get back in it. You know what I mean? Now me to get out of a trade, it'll have to be some candle closure above a high, which means you're not in a downtrend no more. So yeah. But me overall, I hold into that next level regardless. Unless something is really like, you know what I mean? I hold into that next level. That next 4 hour level. So where my TP be, it would be indicated, right? Indicated right here. People say this where your TP at, so I didn't tell you that. He told you that in the fucking trading courses. Indication, correction, continuation. But really what I'm looking for is that next level where it wants to go. So I know it's at 4-1. Just find that next level where it wants to go. Where is it at? Did it hit that area? That's how I look at it too. Did it touch that area? Kinda. This is how I look at it. And this I marked the body for sure. I marked the body. So I look at the body where that next low is, see if it touched that area. Did it touch it? Yeah, I'm gonna go lower. That's how I get the 104 is I'm gonna go lower. Not here because it's like the same. I go here. And this is safe trade. I might, it didn't go there. That's my TP. This right here is my TP.
Oh, so you don't
So
be using
indication
the
correction, it smacked my
you don't be
TP,
using
and it
the
went even
weekly and
more.
shit for your
But you
targets,
see,
huh?
when it goes to the
Ah, shit, I think my shit
next
weak.
level of buyers, it always draws back. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes I stay in my trade because I know it's going to draw back. You be like, oh, I'm out my trade, but like I know it's about to draw back because it's touching that next level of buyers, which will be right there. This why would you go here? This ain't no buyer. These buyers already got smacked out. So like, why would you really put your TP there? That's just like making your money extra safe, but it's really safe here too because it's the next level of stuff. Now, when you trade anything after this, that's kind of crazy. But look here, what do I see more?
I see.
This is another setup. This is another setup. Never set
So
up.
you don't
This
even
is
look. You
another.
don't really look at the weekly and shit to find your targets, huh?
Nigga, fuck that weekly. Hey, for real. Like, look at this. Like, this is all I need. This is all I do, y'all. I swear to God.
Just forward
And to
daily.
make sure, and to make sure, like where it indicated that once it do that Lord dumb shit, once it do where it wants to pull back, fine. This is where I'm gonna mark some levels out. You want to pull back? I'm gonna mark some levels. Indication, correction, continuation. And you see this, my entry, where my entry be? My entry would be past this. Why would it want, why, yo, PJ, why would you want to make your entry past this as soon as you pass the line? Because I don't really care for a push because I don't got no fake indication, which means that selling is real strong right now. And on top of that, highs aren't being cracked. As you can see, highs not being cracked. I mark the wicks on stuff like this because that really tell you if it's a push. That really tell you if it's getting respected. So it's like I'm gonna just mark the wick, and then again, another drop.
So how do you know when you like need to join a trade? Like what time?
But it ain't about the time. It's when I see my setup. I'm gonna keep it so real. I done traded in Asia. I done traded in London. I done traded in New York. It doesn't matter. It's when I see my setup. I don't care about that. I don't care about
like elaborate because like I'm like in the beginning
it's
stage.
whenever I see ICC. When I see what I'm looking for, I'm gonna trade it, and it works. I'm gonna see if I see what I'm looking for, I'm gonna trade it, and it works.
And it don't matter the time.
I don't care about the time.
Oh, okay.
So it's like mark these. Let me do this. As you can see, this the move that got hit. I hit this move. Indication, correction, continuation. I hit that move. The indication is in a 4 hour. Like these wicks, this the indication in a 4 hour. So like to correlate with the daily in a 4 hour, mark the daily wicks, and any wick below that or any wick above that, anything in the wick, that's what's happening on the 4 hour. All this is happening on the 4 hour, but like the wicks is what's important. That way, like you know this is an indication. If you flip to the 4 hour, you definitely want to see an indication, like from these wicks, which is this.
All right, so
Which is all of this.
Go back to the first.
You know what I mean? Like you gonna see that. That's what that is.
You said that shit. You saying for this play
So
right here,
then
or
let's say price stops.
this one right here?
It goes here. I'm extra looking. Anytime I mark the daily, I'm looking at what it's trying to do. And I look back and I'm like, hold up. This is what I do. I swear to God. I don't mark every single level. I mark the levels. So like when next week come, I'm gonna mark highs and lows and all that shit. But when I marked this level, I was like, hold up, let's see what this level trying to do. I look back, I seen this shit. I'm like, holy shit. Go about to do some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Because why I say that? Because like this is a crazy level to break. If you breaking a level like that, that is crazy. Because it's been respected for so long. As you see all this, it's been respected for so long. And then it finally got broken. And when it got broken, it went down here, then it rejected. And I'm like, yo, if something touched right here around 4,100, and what was my entry? 4,100. When something touched around 4,100, I'm definitely taking a sell. And I said that. I called that. I said I'm taking a sell off that. And then on top of that, I'm like, okay, cool, let's wait. Okay, I don't got no trade for that right now. I'm gonna wait.
So you basically entering at the beginning of that. Whoa, really when that continuation get back to the level.
Yeah, I'm always off the levels. So look, I'm like, when I seen that, I'm like, okay, cool. But like I also was looking at this too. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna look at this wait. And I'm gonna wait for indication, correction, continuation. I quit this trade too. So I'm gonna mark them red and green candles. before it all happened. So price was probably looking like this. You know what I mean? And I'm just being patient, waiting for it to come up, come back down, like overly patient. So like this happened June 8th, June 9th, June 10th, June 11th, June 12th, June 13th. Boom, boom, boom. Great. But then remind you, I also hit trades in days before that. You know what I mean? So like this is really all like I also hit this trade. You know, like that trade I just showed y'all not too long ago. Like I also hit that trade. You know what I mean? So it's like when my trades are done, I just go to the next level. I just keep going to the next level. Like I just keep moving on and just keep riding with gold, going how gold flows, and that's how you start getting a better understanding of how gold go. But I can do this on Nasdaq. But if you look at the Nasdaq daily and the Nasdaq 4 hour, like it's cool. It does what you want it to do, but it's like it's a lot of fake outs. You know what I mean? Like you don't know if Nasdaq want to go bullish or bearish. You know what I mean? And sometimes I fuck with silver, but if you know, you know. Don't fuck with silver.
Hey, this nigga trade silver. This nigga trade silver. That lets y'all know his profitability right now.
Yeah, I trade silver though. You know what I mean? I can show you a silver trade. Same thing.
You trading that?
I didn't trade this. I ain't trade this week. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking at it. I was simply worried about. You know what I mean? I was simply worried about gold. I ain't gonna lie. Gold was showing me something that I was like, yo, I gotta fuck with it.
Gold and silver kind of be moving alike though.
Let me see. I know I had like a crazy silver trade before. I recently had a crazy silver trade. But the thing about silver, it jumps too much. That's why I don't like it. It jumps way too much. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just jumps way too much. But again, I can explain this. You see how like it's just so weird because it's like you mark these out, still getting respected. Let's go with the same thing I've been telling you. Indication, that's a nice push. Correction. What I'm gonna do? See that Lord, tiny Lord thing? Nigga, fuck you. I'm not fucking trading that shit. I'm looking for a good push, like something that's just going storm. You know what I mean? When I see a Lord storm, I'm like, okay, cool. That's when I probably go to the 1 hour and look for a Lord storm. But like, don't trade nothing that looks like real like iffy. You want to trade something that like it looks like a real good push. I don't know how to explain that. But like a crazy candle, like something like this, that's when you probably enter that trade, and then you see the drop. And that's the same thing if it was bullish. I just don't see nothing bullish, so I can't explain it to you, but it's the same exact way. I would trade it the same way. Indication, correction, continuation.
All right, so with this trade right now, draw out the short position box, the green and red box right quick too.
What you mean? The box the paint box?
Yeah.
This?
Not the paint box, the red and green box, the short position box.
Oh, okay. I entered me. I know how I trade. I probably entered this green and red right here for sure.
You said after it passed up that other indication back there.
Yeah, like this one.
It had indicated
because I probably got faked out right here. Because you wanna know why? I know that's when silver faked me out. I know I got faked out right there. Like it happens. I don't act like I'm gonna get faked out. I got faked out. It indicated I don't see no lower tiny push, so I'm thinking anything past this level, anything past that level, anything like that shoots past this level will be a smacker. But like it didn't really shoot past. But that's something I learned within the market. That's why I started saying shoot. So now I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade off of just that little brick right there because it didn't make no little tiny indication. I usually like them little tiny indications because that gave me a good entry. But instead, it cracked this. I ain't seen no little tiny indication. It cracked this and I entered and I got faked out for sure. Because I was going off this lower high right here, this lower.
That little doji candle.
That little green and red candle right there. I don't care about the name of candles either. But this little green and red candle, I probably got faked out right here because I didn't see no little indication. So I'm like, yo, this shit's so bearish. Hit here, it took me out. Cool. But I'm gonna re-enter that bitch. Well, I'm gonna re-enter it because I know there's an indication right there. And again, I don't see no highs being broken. Why would I? Mark this wick. That high is not being broken. It still wants to go down. It's respecting the shit out of it. Yeah. I'm looking at the highest high. I'm not looking at these little highs. I'm not looking at that. That's bullshit. I'm looking at these higher highs, like these type of highs. And I'm gonna be like, all right, let's see if, like, when I be in trades, I'll be like, all right, let's see if you want to crack this wick. Let's see if you fucking with me, like, you gonna go up. Which I know you not, but, like, I'm gonna always follow the market rules. So then now I seen this lower high. I'm like, holy shit, we ready to drop. It's ready to do what I wanted to do. So what I'm gonna do, this is my position. And I know I took this trade. I gotta start keeping these in. That way, yeah, like I know, but like I'm real kind of big on having my psychology good, so I don't even like looking at that shit. It makes me think about the money too much. So I go here, where I'm gonna put my TP at, the next level of sellers. Right here. Boom. You can take this trade, get a cooler 1 or 2. But like me, I'm gonna wait for price to do some more flip like this. I'd probably got out that trade. As soon as I see this high get broken, I'm out that trade. Even though it still went down. But look, that's why I get out the trade, because like when it do that high, breaks down, like it's eventually gonna shoot back up. So don't be too greedy. Like take what you can get. You know what I mean? So like really, it was probably something like this. And then I got out the trade. I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with it no more. Why? Because this high got broken within my trade. This not like when I'm trying to get into a trade. Within my trade, if I see a high get broken, I don't really like fucking with it. I ain't gonna lie. I get out that trade. And then I'll probably look for a re-entry. I'll wait for ICC again. Like I'll do this. See if I can get a re-entry. That's why ICC is so good. I'm not trading that. A little indication, a little bubbly go up. But gold don't be looking like this. Gold looks way more cleaner. Boom, boom, go up, wick down. Don't really like that. Either way, I'm out my trade. Like I'm not going to trade for the rest of the day after that. I'm just waiting for another setup when silver decide to chill out. But yeah. But anyway, all I really try to trade is gold, because gold do move pretty damn good. So yeah. Indication, correction, attenuation. That's the only thing I trade. I don't know what these are doing here. So if
NASDAQ.
If I go to NASDAQ, I ain't take a NASDAQ trade in a minute. This is the trade. I'm gonna show you where I missed it. I missed something. This is why I don't like trading NASDAQ, because sometimes it do it, sometimes it don't, and that should be pissing me off. You know what I mean? So I don't be trying to trade it, because I get waked out too much. Like NASDAQ real strict. Like it's a real good for scalpers. It's not really a crazy good. Like not a lot of swing traders trade NASDAQ, because it's not as like NASDAQ move. I don't know how to explain. Like I don't know how to explain that. Like the way it moves is just not for me, if that makes sense. So you'll see here, got the indication, got the correction, but these are all, this right here, this level is all dailies. I already know that's what I marked. Yeah, it's all dailies. So it's like how I missed the trade, it indicated correct and continue on a daily. If it does that in a daily, you have a real good trade. If it does that in a day. But I wasn't paying attention, because again, I pay attention to NASDAQ, just not like that. Like I peek at it. I just mark the dailies. I'll be like, yo, I'm real strict on NASDAQ. Like if the daily and 4 hour don't really correlate, I'm not trading that shit. Like I'm real strict on NASDAQ, because it's not good for the type of trade I am. Also, you gotta realize the type of trader you are. Like the way I'm showing you how to trade is a swing trader. I'm not teaching you how to trade in the 15 to 30 and all. I'm not teaching you how to trade like that, because that's not how I trade. So if I go here, you'll see this indication, that new low, correction, indication, correction, and then making a higher low. That's confirmation. That's a lot of confirmation. I mean lower high. When you see lower highs, that's a lot of confirmation. Lower highs, lower lows, it's a lot of confirmation as far as going back down. And then anytime you see a lower high and it cracks what you wanted it to crack, it's a good trade. So like this is a good trade. But I missed it. You can see the indication, the correction, and continuation will be right here. But I still probably wouldn't trade that, because like my stop loss will be right here, if that makes sense. Because my stop loss is always on that green and red candle. It'll be right here. As far as like if I'm taking a gold trade, most of my stop losses don't be. Damn, I'm mad. I delete all this. Let me see, because I'll be knowing where some of the levels at. You see how my entry is, my stop loss ain't so crazy? Like that shit matters, bro. Because like you don't want to blow your account or blow all your money away. So like I probably wouldn't still took that trade. But one thing you do know about NASDAQ is that like it ain't as much money in it as gold. So it probably wouldn't have been a crazy loss. It's just like, yo, like you talking about my stop loss up here. That's why a lot of people trade gold too, because it's like it's just the way it moves, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. And the way it looks. Oh, this shit's stupid.
Yeah, that bitch do got clean the moves than ass.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying Nash is ass, because Nash done got me some bread before too, but it's like I learn from my mistakes a lot. Like I know what Nash does. You know what I mean? I know what Nash like to do. Like think of that, bro. Like say if it hit back, like you gotta think, like I think of losses too. Like that's what you gotta understand. You gotta think of the losses you'll take. Like and I done took losses off NASDAQ so many times because it's like I enter here, it looks so clean, and then like it will do this and then just jump back up on me and take me the fuck out. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? And then I'll try to re-enter it and then I start FOMOing and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like, you know how I get when you start FOMOing. Like, it starts to get crazy. Like, like it starts to get crazy. So like, I just leave that shit
only above 4 hour swings, 4 hour highs.
Yeah, only. That's where they supposed to be at. Don't trip. What?
Stop losses are only above 4 hour highs.
Yeah, you getting it. Exactly. You don't wanna put your stop loss any other place for real. Let's look at this trade. Oh, let's look at what the fuck. I seen Vasai posted, and that's when I realized this nigga bullish as hell. He geeking. But
that's what I'm saying. He did just recently post a buy trade. I think like
yeah, he was saying he was thinking buys. This is why I was thinking buys. Like I could think just like him. I know why he was thinking buys. He thinking buys. He see these higher lows, higher highs. Ooh. But what did I see? You know what I mean? Like, look, I seen this. I'm like, okay, I see what you're talking about, side, but what is this? A weak ass indication? Fuck no, I'm not trading that. But then I look back, go look back at levels. When you see prices rejecting something and it's going down, and you be like indication correction, look real deep into that correction. What is it really correcting? This shit. Boom. And this is the trade where I said I entered. This is my first trade. This was early in the week. Look at this shit. What's really going on? You got an indication. This pullback was from this sell. This sell right here. Indication. This pullback was from this level. It was from this level. Because like I said, say you enter this trade. Say you enter this ICC trade right here. I don't know if I traded this or not, but this is a perfect looking ICC trade. I probably did trade this. I don't know though. Indication, correction, continuation. What I tell you, go to that next level. So where this wick is, where's the next level of sellers? I mean buyers. It's right here. And what did I say where it do when the next level of buyers, it wicks up? So when I seen that, I'm like, hold up. This is really about to go to the downside. On top of that, I'm looking at the daily. Bro, all I see is lower lows, lower highs, indications to the downside. Like, you just got to get your confluence together. So, like, you like, all right, I'm more so bearish more than anything. So, it's like, I'd rather take this trade. On top of that, it's a good entry, which means if this trade go bad, I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? So, indication, correction. This trade ain't going to go bad. This trade don't look too crazy. Look at that green and red candle. It's right here. And this is an entry right here. That green and red candle, this is an entry right here. And this time I got in a trade. If I would have held, I'd have really picked up a what? Look at that ratio right there. That's what I really would have picked up. But that's not what happened. What I do, I seen how I get broken on a 1 hour, so I got out of it. Then I got back in my trade. How I got back in my trade was this. I looked at another 4 hour level. This is the level I was really looking at. I called this. This is the one I called out earlier. So like a lot of shit is really like, and mind you, I still got this mark back here. Why I got this mark? Because this that level, I just know by heart what it is. This that level that cracked the daily. So this that level that cracked the daily. That right here. This that level, this is the daily. I know what it is. This that level that cracked the daily. So I still got this mark. Let me take this away so it don't look confusing. But I still got this level mark right here. This is the level that cracked the daily. So that's when I was saying, like, I think I said it earlier or like yesterday or something. I was like, if price break this or retest this, I'm gonna take sales. Why would I say when price break this? Because this is when the daily gets disrespected again. And what it do? It did a big ass drop. Like that's how I read it. I just stick here. So I mark them key levels, them lows. Goes here, it's an indication, it's a
So
correction.
you
And
basically
I'm gonna
doing the ICC off of these key levels versus the
ex-
actual previous highs and lows.
exactly I do key levels. So like here, this is a key level. That's where the big plays are. Like I'm looking for the big money. I'm looking for the big money because I don't have no. At first, I mean, I didn't have no crazy capital. So yeah, I'm looking for the big plays and the big money. So it's like you got no other choice. So it's like, say if you only had, bro, I built my account not like that because bro, like nigga had to pay debts, school back, a whole bunch of shit nigga had to pay back. But I started with $50. I'm now probably at like a 4K month right now, starting with $50. And this is all from catching these big trades. Because I'm not just also like, since I know these are high probability trades because your trades are way more high probability of hitting and getting a certain target when you swing trading. Why? Because it's more information on higher time frames. As far as scalping, it's easier to get knocked out of your trade scalping because you're not really taking no big risks. And on top of that, I'm not taking one trade. I'm putting in multiple trades. Like y'all seen me put multiple trades. That's all the same trade. I'm just putting multiple in. That makes sense. So like I'm trading like 10% of it. Like I'm just taking that risk. If I'm being real with you, I'm just taking that risk. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, fuck it. I know this swing trading is way more probable. So it's like I'm gonna take that risk and put in all them fucking trades. Like I done turned 50 to a couple hundred so many times. Turned 100 into this and this. Now I'm turning 200 into 1,500, 1,600 off of just taking these type of trades. So yeah, right here go this level. Indication correction. Look how low that lower high is. This is how you know if it's a lower high. It's so simple. Green red, lower than that. So simple. Lower high. That's a lot of confirmation. Lower. Here go a low right here. Lower high. More confirmation. Like look at your confluences that you have. Okay, this broken, cool. You know what I mean? This got broken, but like, what is it reacting to make this candle do this? What is it reacting to make it shoot down like this? Because you like, yo, it was supposed to be buys. Like how Sal was thinking, yo, I'm supposed to be in buys. Why I shoot like this? When I see that shoot, I'm like, hold up, gotta be something. Like this is what I do. I swear I do this. I'm like, hold up. At first I was looking at it. I was marking with Sal because I like to see what he thinking. Like that's how I got so good. I like to see what he thinking. I'm like, okay, I can see how you thinking buys. Maybe target this right here, but I'm in the back of my head. I'm like, yo, the daily though. I got this mark though. You know what I mean? Like I got this shit marked. I'm like, yo, the daily got cracked. Like that key level on the daily got cracked. I'm respecting that level getting cracked like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. Don't just ignore no shit like that because it's like that's important later on. Mind you, this happened June 9th. I still kept that in mind since June 9th. Like that's how far you gotta look back when you swing trading. Like I waited so long for that shit to get touched, but why that shit not getting touched? I'm still at other levels. And the daily is still showing me more information. You know what I mean? Like it's not just, oh, this happened, I'm just waiting on this move. No, the daily got other shit going on. Like once that got cracked, or even before that got cracked, I already just showed you a trade before that even got cracked. This one. No. Yeah, I think it is this one. Even way before that even got cracked. Like this is why the daily is so good. There's so many different other trades. You know what I mean? The daily is all over the place. Indication, correction, continuation. You see all these big trades. Indication, correction, continuation. Like it's all different types of trades in it. So like if I was giving my example and my strategy overall, mark them daily levels out and be patient with them. And then see what price is trying to do with them. Or even a 4 hour. The 4 hour not bad. You know what I mean? The 4 hour is a real good time frame. It's either this. The 4 hour and daily correlating is a crazy trade, or just the 4 hour period is a good trade. But always mark them key levels first. Always try to mix daily and 4 hour, because that's what's stronger. So boom. You see that the ICC. I don't think I have to explain this. And you see this on the daily. That's when you know you about to hit a crazy trade. That's when I start saying, "Oh Phil, why you think?" Or "Oh PJ, why you thinking 3999?" First of all, I close at 3399. I'm not even going to talk about that. But who? Boom. Indication. And I'm looking at daily. You could do the same thing with daily. It's just daily takes longer. But the same thing with the daily. I'm looking for that next level I'm looking for that next level of sellers. Once this indicated, I'm now when it go back, I know where my TP gonna be. That next level of buyers. Let's say it's like I think it was let's mark 300. I was thinking this. And again, what I say about the daily, I marked the wick. That's how I still got it 399. No, I'm not changing it being 399. I'm not changing it because it's going against my strat. It didn't touch it. Now it touched it. Now this is where you'll see a lot of drawback. Why you will see a lot of drawback? That's what I say. You want to see some drawback. You even seen it just now. Price broke it and then it just pushed back up. You know what I mean? And now it's struggling to fight. This is why I'm out all my trades because now it's fighting to even do something with this. So now it indicated, it corrected, and it continued. And what it do? It touched that next level of sellers on the daily time frame. That's when I would take the daily time frame. I take the daily time frame. Take prop for my take off when the daily time frame is doing some ICC shit. You know what I mean? It's just the same thing. ICC in a daily or the 4 hour. If it ain't in that, I'm not trading it. I'm not looking at ICC in an hour. I'm telling you, I'm not. I don't do that. Only look at the hour if I'm looking for if I'm waiting for a reversal like this to happen. Like when shit like this happens, I probably go to the hour while I'm in my trade. And look, the hour, this where you get information from the hourly. The hourly will start showing you shit like this. The hourly will show you shit like that. All right, this shit rejected. Now it's about to do ICC. But what's the 4 hour showing me though? The 4 hour is showing me that we still making lower highs, lower low. But this dude, lower high. But it's respecting that line. So it's like what I trade
make
this.
you change your bias to bullish?
My bias will get changed if this get correct. This get correct, I'll change it. I'll be like, okay, we might be in bias. Why? Because I don't see lower highs or lower lows no more. That will change it. Or I will look here. No, I don't know. That really wouldn't. What really make me want to change it? Daily. If this get cracked. I'll change my bias. I'll be like, yo, I think we going bullish. If this get hit, I'll change. I'm not thinking buys until that get hit. I will not even consider buys until that get hit. Because so much different shit could happen. The shit I just said earlier, the pullback. This right here is how I trade. So now I will be patient.
Here, draw out exactly where you see like ICC with the little arrows and shit. Because I want everybody to see like the indication, the pullback, and then the continuation exactly where you
see. What you mean?
I ain't really finished though.
Or like how I just traded this?
Yeah, like, basically. But do it with the arrows.
I'm gonna do that. I don't know how to use this shit. I swear I suck at all shit like this. I be keeping shit overly simple.
Facts.
I'm like, yo, I suck, yo. Like this shit. Yeah. This shit is hard to use, bro. This is a hard tool to use.
Phone. I forgot you is on the phone.
Yeah, like this is a hard tool to use. I can use this.
I just want everybody to see exactly, because there's some people on this bitch that really don't know nothing about trading, so they don't even know what indication, correction, continuation even is. Okay,
I could type. All right, look. I'll redo it for y'all, but I ain't tripping. This shit flew.
Okay, before you get into like small details like that, you had texted it was on back to 4053. You used them wicks, June, what was that, Thursday? To mark that level out?
5-3. What was I talking about? Hold on, let me see what I was talking about.
You said you was gonna take sale. You said it was gonna be a retracement back there.
No, I said it might. This was today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I said if this gets retraced, because why? This is an ICC setup. When you see new lower lows this is how I catch setups. This is how you start catching them. First of all, you mark the body. You not mark the body when you looking for So right now we in an indication because it's a new low being made in the market. Now I said it might because what is this right here? This is a strong level of buyers, and that's when stuff like the pullback. That's why my TP was what 399 because I always target the next level of buyers, which is right here. When I seen this right here, this daily that I keep talking about, and I seen that indication correction, what I do, my TP is always going to be at that next level, which if I go here, let's just do 399. I can just find it. It would be 399. It would be that wick because on daily, I keep that rule where I mark the wicks. And it'll be here. Why wouldn't I put my shit here? Because where it indicated that, it touched it. You counting that wick. Even if it's 4 hour, like say if you're trying to find a TP on a 4 hour, you'll still count that wick. Because at the end of the day, that's where you trade going when you in it. Like, just make it make sense. So when it go there, I said, nah, yo, I'm gonna do 3999. I'm gonna do that wick. And then now when I'm gonna do that wick, did it hit the wick? Fuck yeah. But it's also, it could pull back. That's why I said, yo, don't do no trade. It might do this. It might pull back. Cause it might pull back. And then if it pull back and it indicates and it makes a lower high, then it will drop again. It will just be ICC all over again.
Yeah, so if it pulled back, that basically be the little correction. So you were basically waiting for it to test that. What is that? 4,000.
So now that's what I said earlier. 4,061. 4,061. Yeah, it could touch this, indicate here, correct here, but it could.
To see
your shit low key look different than mine. Mine look different.
But it could. Are you on a 4 hour?
Yeah.
And then also this, keep this in mind too. This level that cracked the daily. Now this shit is crazy. This is probably the trade I
Not 4 hour look. This is how it ended. It is still at 399, but it don't look like that.
But like, oh yeah, why I look like that? No, that's how it look. Oh yeah, why I look like that? Where your other candle?
Y'all on she on Forex pair, you on regular gold, bro. You know.
Oh yeah.
Trading view.
Makes sense. But look, this is really a level I'm looking for, y'all. Why is this really a strong level I'm looking for? Because this is the level that cracked the daily. So if this get a retracement, this will be huge, to be honest. And then we already got the indication right there. So let me just show you how I'll play out the next trade. So if this go here, it indicated. I already got some indicators. This is if it pulled back. Now if it breaks this, it makes it look. It don't want to break that. Right now, price is showing me it don't even want to go that low. So I'm not even thinking of trade right now. I probably don't even trade no more this week because this is weird. Like when they don't start cracking them strong buy levels, which is right here. What I say about 399, it's a strong buy level, which means it's going to reject. You know what I mean? It's a high chance it's going to reject. I'm not saying it's going to. Never tell yourself you know what the market is going to do. That's how you get clapped. That's how your psychology stay fucked. You don't know what it's going to do. You know what market is going to give you. Have that in your mind. As a swing trader, I'm saying, like, you know what market is going to give you. What market is giving me is that it's not fucking with that TP that I had, and it's rejecting from it after it hit it. That's why it's important to know where your TP. My TP ain't where I think where I want to have money at. Like, I don't think money no more. Like, don't think about it. That's just what's happening as I'm doing it. I know that comes with it. Like, you gotta know the money comes with it. But like, that's where price wanted to hit it. That's where it hit it, and that's where it's rejecting it at. That's where price is rejecting at. So as soon as price rejects, I know it's a chance. That's when I start having call outs that it could touch into this 40, 61. Because right now this is an indication, technically. Technically, this is an indication. It made that new low, and it also made a new high, which is also like it could keep dropping. That's why I'm saying like gold could keep dropping because that new high was a lower high, which means we still in a downtrend. Which means that I don't have to wait for ICC no more. I could wait for this to be cracked in a closure. I could wait for this to get cracked in a closure below this line. On the 1 hour, I'm looking at 1 hour for this. So like, if the 1 hour, now this is what you're saying about re-entries. If the 1 hour makes this a new high, and this new high cracks this, I enter that trade. And then wherever I put my stop loss, it'll be right above. It'll be right above. It'll be like a, yeah, it will be right above if that makes a new high. If it does. And also if it makes that new high and it's lower than this high, that's even more confirmation. You see this low and this lower low, this how this high, and I'm looking for a lower high. This is the only time I'm using the 1 hour is when ICC has already been done. And that it keeps going. Because one thing about ICC, it keeps going until it's not no more. And that's just the facts about it. So
you only look at the smaller time frame when it's time for the continuation, basically trying to look for that.
no. Only look at the smaller time frame when I'm in trades or like if I'm trying to re-enter a trade. Like I look at 15. Some like 15 is showing a new high. Like it just looks too funky. It's too much going on. But like the 1 hour is way more information. Like it keeps it simple, if that makes sense. Higher time frames keeps it simple. It's just the patience. People don't have the patience. Like, and I had to grow that shit. That shit was hard as hell to get. But right now, low, lower, low. Worry about what the market is doing right now when you in low time frames. Like 1 hour, I count it as a low time frame. So worry about what's going on right now. A low, a lower low, but you still got this high. Now we're looking for a lower high. Now if we get a lower high and it cracks, like that red candle cracks below this, you're gonna see it trying to. I know for sure price does this. It fights. Like it's gonna fight right here, be like, no, I don't want to do it. It's gonna go to this blue line, and be like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Or it'll be like, I want to do it. And if it closes and be like, I want to do it, I'm gonna instantly enter my trade. So like that's what I'm looking for. Or I'd love to really see it retrace right back here. Cause I like when I'm seeing Icc, but I'm looking at that on a 4 hour. I'm not worried about the 1 hour with shit like that. Like get away from the 1 hour with that. Or you're gonna get faked out, you're gonna get digged out. Because like the 1 hour will actually close above these levels. The 1 hour close above these levels and have you thinking like, okay, we in an indication, then it'll close, we in a correction, we in a continuation. And then next thing you know, you're really not. You're getting faked out. But like what like if you was ever watching, I know most of the people in here like y'all do ICC or whatever, but if you was ever watching Sai, he always told you to make sure the 4 hour and 1 hour correlate. The only time that happens is when the 4 hour is doing exactly what you want it to do. It don't happen. The 1 hour don't and 4 hour don't correlate if you're just looking at the 1 hour, because that's not the time frame you should be looking on for shit like that. You should really just be looking at a 4 hour. And like you'll say you're looking at the 4 hour, 1 hour, but you really not. You know what I mean? Your mind is telling you is like that's a part of some fucking psych shit. Like seriously. But like I was saying, what I'm looking for right here, first of all, I see the rejection, so I'm really thinking it's going to do this. That's what I'm thinking. But it don't. It probably won't. And if it don't, all I know is gold made this high and it's making forth. It's trying to make a new low on the 4 hour. Which means that I can, if I know gold's trying to make a new low, this will give me a lot of confirmation if gold wants to keep going down or gold wants to go up and retest. If this 1 hour makes that new low and it cracks, mind you, gold is making a new low. I mean, 4 hours making a new low. The 1 hour is making a new high. And when I see this 1 hour high, it's already giving me confirmation that maybe gold is going to have like a big, crazy candle or a nice candle going down because we got lower highs and lower lows. Like this, if this candle goes up like this and it closes above this, fuck it. Price is going to go back up here and look for a retracement. And now I'm back to the 4 hour and only the 4 hour. And I'm not looking at the 1 hour. It's going to be fuck the 1 hour. We only looking at 1 hour if we're trying to re-enter. We ain't looking at the 1 hour if we trying to get Icc and catch them big moves I'm catching is what I'm talking about. You're not catching no crazy moves looking at the 1 hour. It's rare. And if you look at the 4 hour and you waiting on the big move, the Icc in the 4 hour works. If you're looking for Icc in the 4 hour, if you go to the 1 hour as you see that 4 hours doing Icc, it's going to look like that in the 1 hour. But if you look at it in the 1 hour as an Icc, like this right here, indication, correction, and continuation, bro, stop. You don't see that shit in the 4 hour, which means that shit is kind of bullshit. But I'm not going off of seeing Icc. That could be a confluence that, yo, maybe it wants to go down. Like, that could be a confluence, but I'm not thinking that shit as real Icc. This is not real Icc. This is where people fuck up at. This is not real Icc. This is bullshit. This is not real Icc. This right here will be a re-entry for me to keep going down. And where would I target? I see where that little made. I just target the next level of buyers. I think it wick somewhere right here, so this will be the new TP. I like take some more trades right here because that's the next level of buyers. I'm pretty sure if we zone out, yeah, gold already touched that line. So really, I'm looking for anything Past this will be the new TP if that line gets marked. So really, this is how people be saying gold might go, gold might go here 39.35. A couple more pips, and then what it's gonna do? It's gonna reject again. As soon as it hit that level, it's gonna do the same little shit it's doing. It's gonna reject again. It's not gonna have all these crazy candles. It's gonna reject again. So what I'm looking for is this next level of sell. I'm waiting for a nice lower crack below that level. Yep, and I'll re-enter. And then the 4 hour stand base. What do I know about this level right here? This level right here cracked a major daily low. That's what I know about this level. What I know also about this level is that it's indicating. This is why I say I'm waiting for a retest for this level, if possible. This is indicating. Now, when will I think buys? Let's go for the daily for that. Don't look at the 4 hour for that. I don't look at the 4 hour for that. When will I think buys? Is when it touch here. Like I will literally wait if it takes even a week for it to touch there, and I'll think buys because I know that's where the big move at. It might be a big like couple green candles that go up to this level, but that's not my strategy. That's how you gotta think of it too. Like that's not your strategy. So like, why would you trade that? You don't even know what's going on. You just know that it's going up. So now within your strategy, you like, yo, yeah, it's going up. It's ready to indicate, slow down a little bit, go down, do this. You know what I mean? Because price never go up forever and price never go down forever. You gotta keep that shit in mind. So like 4 hours. So if I give any call out, I'd be like, yo, I'm not thinking buys until at least 422, 220, 4220, 4,220. I'm not thinking about buys unless you know what I mean. This somehow beats a high. Like it's always just going to be that previous high because like look at the daily, bro. It's just lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Why would you think buys and you just keep getting lower highs? Why would you think buys? But why would you think sells? Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower high. You thinking sells. You don't want to think nothing but sells. And what else you see? Just a whole bunch of lows getting broken. That's a whole lot of confirmation that like you're in buys. Like look at this. Broken, broken, broken. All these are getting broken. That's how I was hitting these trades. Because I'm seeing these levels getting broken. Just how if buys, I'm not thinking sells just because I'm hitting sells. I'm thinking sells because that's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing these highs getting broken. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I know you're seeing the same thing. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So like, why would I do it? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So let's see something right here. Let's just see if a buy example. I never like even tried this with buys or anything, but I'm pretty sure it probably most likely works. Here goes something right here. Let's see how it looks on the 4.
You trying to say if you was doing buys while I was in a downtrend?
What you mean?
That's what you're doing an example of? What you finna show us?
I'm just saying like I never this is recently how I started trading. But I never like because you gotta think about it, I just started trading. You know what I mean? So it's like I was just trying to figure out a way of how things go. But all I know right now is that like I tried it on sales, but I'm pretty sure this is how market moves anyway. So it's like I'm pretty sure it goes the same way. Like I wouldn't think I'm gonna keep my strat until it stopped working. Like it works. Like I'm not gonna like it made me some pretty good money. And if I had some cap, I'd probably be up a lot of money. Like even more than what I am now. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, don't think buys until it cracks these levels. Or if the 4 hour showing you something crazy. You know what I mean? The 4 hours is a good time frame. You know what I mean? To respect it. But again, I personally wouldn't think nothing about it until it start cracking these levels and retesting them. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't consider a buy even if it go here, it cracks, indicates correct, it continues. I'll consider it because the daily might do something. You know what I mean? Like the daily might show me that okay, I could be going to buys. The daily might show me something like that. But yeah, I mean, overall, what I do is I come in the market, I mark up these dailies, and I just wait. I mark up these dailies and go straight to the 4 hour and wait. And then like how I know if I'm taking sales again, I'm just waiting for like some type of daily, like some type of daily to get cracked, some type of daily like formation to get cracked. Like this daily getting cracked, this daily getting cracked. Like these are all this daily getting cracked. These are all types of trades I took. Go to the 4 hour. All the type of trades I took. Yeah. That's how I trade every week. Every week. Like when it slow down, I'm going to mark up some levels. As soon as it slows down, I'm going to mark up some levels. You know what I mean? Like when it slow down, I'm marking up some levels. But right now, I'm looking for a retest basically back in this area right here. I'm looking for, now that I see these green and red, what I'm looking for, a green and red lower than this. Now, when you see that form, bro, we're in sales again. You know what I mean? Like that would just be some good confluence. Like when I see another green and red lower. But if I see a green goes over top of this, what a red, I'm like, yo, we might be in buys. Like market probably finally get buys. And I'm not a big news guy, but they say like with stuff like this going on, it's a lot of sales. I'm not a big news guy. I don't even, bro. I never looked at the news for any of my trades. I don't do that. I don't. Like I said, I don't keep my mind. I don't keep my mind in all them different type of like theories and everything about it. Like, and I'm gonna be real. Like, I overall just watch stocks. So like a lot of things I say is just for me watching all his videos. Like, I could show you my YouTube. I done watched every video he had. Every video that like made sense to me, I probably watched it like 3-4 times. So it's like he says in his videos, like you don't want to just have your mind just thinking about so much. You know what I mean? Like just really make trading simple. Like just make it simple. And what's simple to me is key levels. When key levels getting broke, I'm trading. When key levels get retested too, I'm trading. I'm not trading nothing else other than that. I'm not going to trade because I just see this going down. I'm trading that, bro. I'm not about to trade that. I'm not about to trade. I don't use fair value gaps. I don't use none of that shit. Only thing that I use is higher highs, higher lows, indication correction, continuation, key levels. Key levels with ICC, if that makes sense. Like I like Sai, he's more so of like any level, like any recent thing that's happening. I'm more so of the key levels. Levels that get broken is my favorite thing. Any level that get broken, I'm staring at it. Like this, I was staring at it. I was looking at that high, but think about it. I was bearish all the way. I was bearish all the way. Like this weak shit to me, especially when I seen this. This is what also told you that we bearish as fuck. Like, look at that low getting broken like that. Like, I'm not thinking no damn buy. You know what I mean? I'm looking at why it cracked that level. Why it cracked that level? Because it's really in the ICC right now. So I really should have held this whole entire thing. But that's just not how I trade. I'm gonna trade to that next level. And when I see some type of pullback, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna get out my trade. But I really should have held all the way through. But it's like market ain't always that clean. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna think market gonna always give me what I want. So I'm gonna just take what I can take out of it, which will be this level right here. Where's the next level at?
What time frame you a trail on?
To me, like while I'm watching my trade.
Yeah, like trail with your stop loss and shit, moving to profit.
Oh, I'm just bro. My move to profit is every time I'm making lower lows and lower highs.
On
Like, and it'll
hourly?
just take me out. Like all of these, I'm moving into profit with it. Like anytime it dropped down lower, like this is how I got took out my trade. When I said I got took out my trade, low, lower. I'm putting it in every time. Got out my trade right here. But when I got out my trade right here, I'm looking for more ICC as I go. Or I couldn't got cut on my trade because I'm looking for ICC as I go. Like I'm still on a 4 hour looking crazy. Like if I get took out my trade, I'm still in 4 hour crazy. Indication, correction, more continuation. And How would I get taken out? It's either I'm getting taken out from a retracement, or I'm getting taken out from hitting my TP, which I did hit my TP. Y'all know what my TP was. It's 3999. That's why I had my TP. I didn't get taken out for nothing else. I'm dragging it. I'm dragging it. I'm still dragging it. I'm dragging it. Like I still should be dragging it. That's something I need to get into. Like I still should be dragging my trade right now.
Them big ass.
I still should be in it.
Like fuck that shit.
You said, not me, I'm getting out. Cause like I'm playing it safe. Like, look, nigga, I'm a 1500, I'm out this bitch. Like, and I'm at 399. Like it's sitting at my TP. And you see what it did at my TP. That's how you know, like, I'm real stern on like my strategy. Like it's showing, my strategy is showing up every time. I know once it hit that level, it's going to retrace no matter what. So I'm looking at new levels. I only use 1 hour or something when I'm trying to see what's happening real in between my trade. And every time I hit my TP, I look at the 1 hour to be like, I need to use rate bounce back. That's why I put my TP right there. I didn't put my TP right there because I wanted to make so much money. I put my TP right there because that's where it's showing me I need to put my TP at. So again, we're looking at these levels. Like I can mark these too. These levels, it's in the 4 hour. I don't care. I'm cool with it. Like these can all be retracements. But like, what's key though? That's why I say key levels. What's key? This level is key. This is a real key level. This is really what we want. You know what I mean? Or this. This is really what we want. Anything. This is what I want for real, for real. This is what I want.
Level?
Huh?
Why you say that level?
It broke the daily. This is the level that broke the daily. That's the level that broke the daily. That's what I'm looking for. And on top of that, that was my indication. Your indication should be one of your major key levels. When any indication you had should be one of your key levels. Again, any indication you had should be one of your key levels. That's an indication. That was an indication to the daily. That should be one of your key levels. Boom. What it do? Indicated, corrected, did all that bullshit. When market open, it did this. Try to make people think it's going high. Why I knew it wasn't going high? This I was ignoring. Why was I ignoring it, bro? I guarantee you I can mark this out and I know this is a daily high. This is why I was ignoring it. When I seen people like, yo, it could be going bullish. Like that little trade you made, that was a good trade though. You know, I just wouldn't trade it because it's not part of my strat. I know it's not gonna go forever. Like I know it's not gonna get that push I want. It's just gonna be a temporary push, which is like scalping. I'm a swing trader. Like, I guarantee you I mark this level, I bet you it's a daily high. It's a daily high. It's not really trying to go up. Daily is so strong. Like that's what you gotta realize. Daily is so strong. It will show you where them big moves at. That's not a big move. And I did that without looking at daily because I know how it is. Like you gotta think the market play a lot of tricks on you. And then I also realized that this was indicated. You know what I mean? But like even if I scratch that and be like, fuck it, indicated, I don't care, I don't want to pay attention. But we're gonna pay attention if this high one get broke. If we really try to make that, if we trying to make a big move to the upside, we're gonna crack this. We're not trying to make no big move to the upside. But like say, okay, this level already got tested. So now we're gonna go to other daily highs if it made one. Like this one. So now I'm not thinking buys until there. I'm not thinking buys until it crack there, bro. I'm not gonna buy until it crack there. I'm not gonna buy until it crack there. As far as the daily, let me find a low. Low. Boom. It already cracked it. It indicated that shit. This is a very key level. This is a key level. What happened to this key level? It already did it. This is my entry. What was my entry I said earlier? My entry was 41.
4100.
4100. What's that 4100? That little fake indication correction. I waited for it to break it. I'm like, yo, it went crazy past that. I'm like, yo, I'm in there. 4100 is I said that too. Indication correction. It's a key level. And where did I get that level from? The daily. That's where I got the level from. Where do I see my indication? This wick. This is going to show up in a 4 hour. What you just seen. It showed up in a 4 hour.
So what's the longest you hold? What's the longest you had a trade? And how many times you be trading a week?
I trade, but I probably trade once or twice a week. Well, it depends on what you mean by that because it's like it depends. Like it all depends what you mean by that because it's like I will trade like right now. I done traded yesterday and I traded today, but that's all because this is still dropping. If that makes sense, this is still dropping, so I'm gonna keep trading. Like I traded off of where that level at. Yeah, I think that was the only level I really traded off of. Because on these level, I told you I had a trade earlier this week. Yeah, I hit this level. I traded this. Why? ICC on a 4 hour. I'm taking that. On top of that, why am I taking that? Why am I knowing it's about to drop? Bro, it's respecting these daily highs. Why would I think buys? And it already indicated to the downside. Yes, I'm going to take a 4 hour ICC. I'm taking that every single time. And look how, oh, you remember when I told, yo, I remember I called out, and me and you, Tay, we both called out, yo, gold just had a dick ass candle to the downside. This was the candle we was talking about. It did this. When I seen that, I said, bro, we about to go down. And what happened? We went down.
It's been dropping ever since.
And been dropping ever since. Indication, correction. When you see dailies getting rejected, yo, it don't want to go high. Stop thinking bullish. Stop. Just stop. Get it out your head. It's not going bullish. Like, and the daily is telling you that it's not going bullish, bro. It's rejecting bullish. It doesn't want bullish. Daily is showing me that. Far as at that moment, you remember how I told you I mark it out? I mark it out early. So if I mark it out early, what I tell you, around Friday, Sunday, around this time, this is when I'm looking at the charts. When I came in, looked at the charts, what was it doing that day? Let's just mark out. Look, you see the dates. Where is it? Friday. This is around Friday. Thursday, Friday. This candle was like Monday. Okay, and it rejected that. Went here. Had that dick candle all the way up here. Yeah, it was rejecting that. Indication, correction. I took this fucking trade. And where did I stop at? That level. This right here. This is hitting something. Let's see what level it hit. Where buyers are. Which will be the next low. Right around here. So I'm finding. I'm not gonna. No, right here. You see how it rejects every time it hits some level, like a different low. It rejects every time. That's why I say that's where I be putting my TP at. I put my TP past it once it hit that level because that means that level is weak now, which means it's going to destroy that level mostly every time. So I said that so many times. But it's going to destroy that level so many times. This is how you get 1 of 4s and 1 of 5s and shit. Like it's going to reject this level every time. But where do I know it's nextly going to probably reject? Whenever it touched here. So this is where my TP was. This is how I got out the trade. My TP was here. And what did it do when it got here? It retraced. Now when it retraced it, when I got out my trade, then I'm looking for another. No, then I'm looking for a trade. Once I got out of my trade right here. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm on my trade. And then look, here come the weekend. Sunday, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not trading this. But then I seen a post where I was just looking period at the market. I don't even really I don't go off of stock call outs because the trades I've been taking, everybody know they ain't stock call outs. Those are my call outs. You go here, I see this. Mind you, I know this level is a rejection level. So I know this is probably some ICC or something. It could be bullish, but we not thinking buys until it cracks a daily high. So really we bearish. And I'm thinking like, yo, I'm bearish. I come here, I seen this. Once I seen that rejection when I took out my trade, this that trade I won last week. Where I was like, yo, y'all was like, yo, that shit going crazy. This that trade I won. I got out that trade and I came here. And then this is where my entry was. And then it's dumping again. It's all the same thing. You marking them dailies, and you looking at them 4 hours, and you keeping your bias where it needs to be. Like, I'm keeping my bias. Once this sunk, I'm keeping my bias bearish because this daily got rejected. And then that rejection, when it made that lower rejection where it wanted to be at, here we go. So if I know my daily indicated to the downside, why would I think buys until this get hit? Don't think buys, bro. Just don't think of them because this is the daily high. I just don't think it will. I'm not saying it won't retrace and hit like some buy momentum. I'm just saying it's not my strategy. And I'm just saying, like, since I've been recently looking at it, all I see is lower highs, lower highs. So, like, if it was to retrace, it's just going to make a lower high. So, like, that's another strategy somebody could probably learn for themselves, how to catch it retracing, going back up. But I'm not trading that way. The way I'm making makes me decent enough amount of money to be all right with it. But then, again, like I said, that low's a good key level, but I already smacked off it. You know what I mean? I already smacked off that daily level. That's why they so important. I already smacked off it. You know what I mean? I already hit a whole trade off that level. Like within that level where I marked earlier before that. Look, Friday. This was last week, the end of the week. That's why I say I mark up at the end of the week. That's when price gold likes to slow down. I mark up Monday, Tuesday. What happened at that level? What that level did? It indicated, it corrected, and boom, made that drop. We not thinking buys till we hear what is the bias? The bias is bearish right now because we indicated to the downside on the daily time frame. That's where my bias come from, the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we're bearish. I'm not thinking buys again until a daily high get broken. Just how these daily lows got broken. That's the only reason why I'm saying sells. I'm not saying sells because it's keep going down and it keeps selling. No, it just keeps selling. That's just what market is showing me. It just keeps selling. So I thought of buys because of it made a higher low. Okay, bro. Well, like, let's chill out for a bit. Let's see if it's going to respect something first. You know what I mean? Let's see what it's going to do. Is it going to make another lower high over this side? Is it going to do that, which it did, or is it going to shoot? I had to wait to see what it was going to do. And he didn't take no trade. Hopefully, he didn't take a buy. You know what I mean? But like, it gotta show me that it wants to go. And at that moment, when it did make a higher low, and I seen what he was talking about, I was like, still, I'm not thinking buys until it cracked one of these. But what decided to do? Make that lower high. So we still bearish. And we know what happens after lower highs, lower lows. So this is where you'll know when gold stops selling, when it makes that lower, when it when it makes that lower low. When I see a green candle go up, just like this. And then that's when, again, say right now it makes a green candle because this is a daily candle. So the next candle is going to open up next to this one. This is what I meant by like when he was saying, the daily candle. I'm not looking at one candle. That's pretty real. I'm not looking at one candle. I'm looking at all of these. So now it makes this candle. Say if the candle is up, now we got a new low and we'll have that high. So like this is how my chart will look. Say if it made that green candle, this would be my low right here. If it made that green candle, and this will be my high. So then what that mean? I don't have a bias. So that's how I start my week off. Like I'll be like, I don't have no bias. And I know that like, well really I still do have a bias because this low got cracked still. So I'm really still bearish no matter what. Because this low getting cracked. Like I have to keep it as a clean week, but I can't. You can't like ignore shit on the daily because it's so accurate. Like it makes a lot of sense. If that make like the daily makes a lot of sense. The daily is more trustworthy than the 4 hour, than the hour. Definitely the minute time frames. They are as far as a swing trader. I don't know how to scout. I don't care to scout because you should swing because number one, you ain't trading as much, which means your psych ain't gonna be all over the place. This is my preference of swinging. Your psych not gonna be all over the place when you start swinging because you know that your setups take a minute. You know you have to be patient. You gotta have that in your mind. And number two, you gotta know that right now I could turn $100 into 1,000. You're not doing that with a scalp trade unless you trade in some crazy lot. Like, you know what I mean? Because like you're not trading that many pips. Like my pips be like 1,000 sometimes. 500, 600, 700 pips. Like, you're not trading really that crazy amount of pips. messing with a scalp trade, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna have to trade like at least one or two. I'm talking about within one trade, I could do 1,000 pips. So like that's my preference again. So like when I put these lows out, when I put these marks out, I pull down the 4 hour and see what it do at them levels. It do ICC. Wait, like yo, you can't call size scam. It do ICC, indication, correction, continuation. And it's so simple. A new low, a high, make sure that high is lower than that high, and then you enter your trade. Don't hit a high. Like with NASDAQ, that's why I hate NASDAQ. The high will shoot up here, and then it'll be a big red candle going past it. And then like if you lose that trade, you lose hella money. Like that's why I don't fuck with it. Like that's really why I don't fuck with it. Unless I see some shit that I miss like this. Like I missed the shit out that trade. Like I missed it bad. You know what I mean? Because it's doing everything I needed to do. But again, like I said, like I don't like this. This is why I don't trade NASDAQ. And this is why I notice why Sai probably don't trade NASDAQ, because shit like this. Like, that's not good risk management. You know what I mean? Like that's horrible. But again, I would have traded it just for the simple fact it's doing ICC on the daily. And what I say about that daily is strong as hell. So look at NASDAQ daily. Indication, correction, continuation. It's not hitting that next level. Like gold would have hit this level. Or NASDAQ could hit this level. Like it's probably not there yet, but like gold would have hit this level, or at least showed it's trying to hit this level. NASDAQ not showing it. Like you really have to be on a 4 hour catching. Like this is where you probably want to catch it where it indicates that, which is ass. But like it hit that next level. It hit that next level regardless. Like this is actually not a bad trade. I'm kind of mad I missed this, but it's like that risk manager would have been ass. Like I knew I would have lost a lot if I lost the trade. Think about your losses too, because they happen. You know what I mean? Like losses happen. So indication, correction, continuation. This is good confirmation. Lower low, lower high. Like this is good confirmation. Looking at 1 hour. See if you're getting more good confirmation. Yeah, this is good confirmation. Lower high. Then it gets cracked. But then you still get a lower high, a crazy candle off of that. And then on top of that, this the next level. Always think the next level, bro. Like really get out where it indicated at. It's not your TP. Get it out your head. It's really not your TP. That's your TP. And what happens, it's the same thing. This is market structure. Again, I see it as market structure. When it hit that, it rejects. It literally rejects. So if I was, where am I going to put my mark at? If I was at the 4 hour, I'm going to put it at the next levels for. So if I was watching NASDAQ, which I probably will. I don't really like to trade it. I will look here. Because this is where it indicated at first to make that big drop. Because that's important. Indication, correction. Now this will be considered. Now this level will basically be considered my indication. But look how funky that looks like. I don't really want that being my indication. Just from the way it looks. Like it's a lot of wicks going on. Like it looks crazy. As far as like if you look at gold, it just looks way more cleaner. Way more cleaner. You see the indication is way more smoother. Like it's not all like going on or indicated correction. That's why I trade gold.
Okay, you see that long bearish candle that it just made? That one?
Right here.
No, not that one. Yeah, that one. Isn't that one considered an indication too, basically? Because it broke that low.
I mean, if you want, yeah. If you want it, but like, I wouldn't necessarily consider this like, let's see what this does on the daily. That's actually a good question. No, I wouldn't probably really count that as like but it's still an indicator. It's the 4 hour regardless. So like, you wouldn't be wrong. Or even like, you shouldn't even be scared if it goes here. But the thing you gotta watch out. That's why I wouldn't count this level. It's because it's like you better make sure the low that it makes, because your entry is a lower high. Mm-hmm. Like if the lower high it makes, it better be lower than that. Like it could be a tiny lower high right here, and don't be scared to enter your trade as long as it is lower than that high. it better be lower than that high, but still crossing that level. And it gotta crack that retest too. That's why I was like, nah, like I wouldn't really fuck
I
with
had
it.
like still back over there. Yeah, I have put it right there. That's why I was like, well, that's it. Is that like basically indication?
Actually, this is really where this is what I'm looking at. Yeah, this is what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
that's what I had marked up.
I would trade. That's a good place to trade because that's where the daily got broken too. This is where you want to trade. And this is, you want to know what else this is? A respected level. Why is this considered a respected level? Because there's two spots basically in the same way. It's a little gap, but like they in the same area, which means this is respected. This has been respected before. And what you know is every time when this get disrespected, Price is telling it's so much that you can learn from Icc. Price is basically telling you that when this gets disrespected, it sinks. When this gets disrespected, it sinks. And what happened? It sinked. This is another way to find certain things. Like you gotta look what happens within levels. So like here, I know if anything come back here or in between this, it's bearish. So I know anything in between this level is bearish.
And
so
then
yeah.
Do you count the wicks? Like say it do want to go back to that level. Like, you know, if it wicked up there and then like kept going down, is that considered a correction or no? You have to close?
It has to close. Do not, please. Like, don't, like, if there's a wick going in here, don't trade it, bro. Don't trade it. Because it's just respecting it or it's just going to try to go back. It's just not a good trade. Always go off candle. ICC is about candle closure. The only time I said, keep in mind, the only time I said wicks are valid is with your TP, finding your TP in a daily time frame. That is the only time wicks are valid. Like, entry, like if I was to write my notes, like wicks will be about my entry, finding my take profit, and my take profit, and when I'm marking my daily. That's the only time I'll use wicks. Like you see right here, my level right here is straight candle. You know what I mean? Like if I was to hit a like I said, entries would be the wick. So it was like if I was to come back and hit a trade and this gets some retracement, I wouldn't get it until like I wouldn't enter my trade until it breaks this real good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like really I would put I'll put like alert right here. Really once it if it wants to retrace, go back down because you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just like I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like that's just a good entry point to me. That just means it wants to break that level real hard. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see it break the level, then because if it respects this wick, it's going to just go back up and then just play around with you. And then now you FOMO and keep entering trades because you like go down, go down, go down. But like you really just want the burst. Like everything is a burst. Like this is like this. Like the trade I took. I know this is my setup right here. Indication, correction, lower high, a lot of confirmation, a burst behind this, a burst, like right here. A burst. It made that lower high good. And I'm below this level, very good. But then it burst below this. This is probably where like I entered at. Like the 4100 level around here. Like right here around this level. Probably like really right here. When I seen it come through a little bit and I'm seeing all these red candles, a nice burst behind it. That's a real good entry. Put your lower stop loss right here. Put your stop loss right here. Because this tells you, reason why I put my stop loss right here on that lower high, this tells you like if price touch this, it doesn't want to go bearish, which means you lose your trade. If price touch this, it don't want to go bearish no more. Which means you probably lost the trade, you messed up. It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta think of losses like it's okay, like, but you went by your rules. Like if y'all show me a trade, send me something like, yo, fit like PJ, was this a real good trade? Like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to really go by your rules before you put it. So I'm not saying that a L is something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, L's happen. And, like, you see all this profit. So this is how it played out. And then, mind you, I'm putting in all these trades, too, at the same time. Like, once I get my lower high, I'm trading. How many lots of people normally trade 1%? I'm trading 10%. Seriously, I'm not joking. Cause like that's how much I believe in my swing trade. I'm trading 10%, but I'm making sure I'm entering around this time. Or like Tay asked earlier, like if I gotta come in late, I'm gonna just wait for another lower high. So you gotta wait be patient, okay? Like, just be patient. You see this lower high, you're just gonna have to deal with entering it right here. And you see it, don't touch it. That's how I'm telling you. Like, I know how to get in late too. Like on the 1 hour though, do it on the 1 hour. And to be extra safe, I put my stop loss above the wick. And you see, ain't no highs or nothing right here. You know what I mean? So it's like it's overly good confirmation. So it's like here go a high, lower high, and then this is where I will enter my trade if I got in late. And then you see, you still got a good dip. And I wouldn't do this body candle because it's just kind of risky. Just make it a little above here. Let's just say like right here or whatever. Just I wouldn't really use the body candle when I'm trying to re-enter because you gotta think re-entering is always dangerous too. Like I'm just saying, if I was to re-enter, that's how I would re-enter. Or I mean, not re-enter, re-enter in two. Like if I wanted to re-enter a trade, but like if I missed my trade, like damn, I missed this trade. Let me wait for a lower high though. You know what I mean? Because you train a strategy that's about market structure, so you know how market is. If it ain't market, it's in every market. If it ain't breaking no high, it's not really gonna like. It's a higher chance it's gonna keep going to where it need to go. Just how if it was in an uptrend, it's not breaking no low. It's a real high chance that it's gonna keep pushing up. So like this is a good time to like right here in this level. If you want to enter the trade, or say you got stomped out because you had a bad stop loss, you didn't mean to put your stop loss right there. Ooh, enter right here, and this is also where I drag my stop loss. Every time it makes highs like I drag my stop loss. And if I drag it right here to the wick, I ain't gonna lie, I do use the wick. Like I said, TP, entries, all that, I use the wick. I do. Wick, 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 wick. But I got out of this. Why? Because in my TP hit 39. But I should have stayed in because it keeps doing it. You know what I mean? Look, price just opened up, but it keeps doing it. Now we just wait to see what it does. What I want out of it, I want this. This will be a re-entry. Or what else do I want? I want a lower retracement.
Your re-enter would be right at that line?
I'll re-enter. Yeah, I would. I really would.
But once you see on the 1 hour, forget like
I use the 1 hour. I mean, yeah, I'll use the one because I know the 1 hour making it. 1 hour is making a loop. I really think it's gonna go keep sinking. That's my bias because first of all, the 1 hour shouldn't crack this. If the 1 hour crack this and make a new high, we're gonna be going up. And that's where scalpers come into play and they take it going up. Like this would be a good scalp. Like I'm starting to learn how scalpers like I look at market to see how they work, how they move. And it's like when stuff like this happens, what scalpers do, or just anybody that trade like a supply and demand, they
that was me. So like last week when we was trading stuff, I usually scalp, but like since I moved on the live, it's like them scalps ain't big enough for me. Like
exactly,
I'm just a bigger number, so like it's not fulfilling me.
It's not good. Like that's why I wouldn't. Just how you wouldn't swing trade in a prop firm. Why would you swing trade in a prop firm? Like you're not gonna like. It's gonna be hard because like I've seen people do it. Like you know what I mean. Like I've seen it, but I wouldn't because it's like I can make a lot of money without any rules. Like this is real good right here. You know what I mean? It's not really breaking none. It's not real good. But let me go look at the 4 hour. But I know about the 4 hour is making a new low. It's making a new low. And when you make new lows, it's real good to see a lot of red before you see a green. You know what I mean? Like this is good if it breaks this. That's what I was saying. By that time, I knew made new low, but you got to make sure it's respecting. I mean, it's disrespecting where them buyers was. You got to make sure. Let me show you where I'm really going to be at with it. So what's indicated? Where's 399? I'm really wouldn't enter until. To like right here. Yeah, that's my entry. I would like to see a 1 hour closure below here. So like if this 50-minute one, because you gotta think always know this too. Once it makes a new high, it's making a new low. Once it makes a new high, it's gonna make a new low right after that.
Wait, like, I'm sorry, where you get that line from?
I got this line from where my TP was, which I knew my TP was going to reject. So I got this line from. Yeah, that's 399. That's this right here. That's that wick where my TP was. Like, you could be a little picky. Like, you don't gotta be too picky, but like right here, really. I would like to see closure below this because that tells me that it's disrespecting that. That tells me that it's disrespecting that, and it's like, you know what? Gold's saying, look, I want to keep going down. That's what Gold is telling you. I want to keep going down.
And regardless, you wait for a candle closure, or if you
for
see going pushing, would you get in?
Yeah, for 1 hour. And where would I put my? Where would I? Do you know the answer to this? Answer this. If this makes a new lower high, where would I put my stop loss?
It'll be at that that green candle by that long red candle. Right? That one, yeah.
No, it'll be wherever this candle done forming. You know what I mean? So basically, I mean, because look, it's still it's respecting it, which is a good sign. Like, it's respecting it. So like, it'll be right here. Now, if the candle wicks, if the candle closes above this, bro, it's going to be bullish. It's going to be a slight bullish, or it's going to be bullish to that level we want, that you marked out to, that level that we really want. It can either touch it or it can do something else. We don't know. Go off of what price gives you. Don't go off of anything else. We don't know. Have it as I don't know. You know what I mean? Don't have it as I know they're going to go. That's how you fuck your psych up. Have it as like, okay, this is what I'm looking for if we make a nice retracement. If gold want to chill out. But this is also another good thing is was giving me a lot of confluence is that gold don't really make a push until around this time. Gold wasn't really supposed to make that push around early in the week. It don't really do that. Know that about gold. Gold isn't really that volatile early in the week. Like, it's not really ready to make that move that you're looking for until around Wednesday-ish, Thursday, maybe Tuesday. Maybe. That's why I'm like, yo, on a Tuesday, like, anybody that trade gold be like, yo, a Tuesday, a Monday, like, gold pushing like that. Gold is really later in the week. And it's later in the week right now. So, like, I would really trust gold if it go like that call out I had earlier. I was like, if anybody trying to re-enter a trade, when it break this, this was also a good rejection point. You see how it went here, it rejected. Yo, why did it reject? Because this is where it indicated, corrected, and this is a TP. This is one of my TP. This is a TP. This is where buyers are strong again. So then when I said, yo, it's about to make a lower high. You can go look back at Discord. I called it. I said, yo, it's about to make a lower high. If you're trying to enter this trade, and look what you would have had. You would have at least had this, all of this. Once it cracked this, so you would have waited on this. You got this lower high. Really, me, sometimes I be knowing. So it's like, which is kind of FOMO, something I need to work on. I'm gonna be real. Like, I would have entered, got back in it. Like, I got back in. I think I got back in the trade or something. Like, I be forgetting sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but I know what something I would get back into, which would be this: a lower high, a nice crack, and then it drops down. Just like this. I'm out of a trade. I'm not in the trade right now. I got me some withdrawals. I got some money in my account. I'm not in the trade right now, but I got a couple $100 in it. So if I was to go back in, it would be off of this, waiting for that lower high. If it makes that lower high, what we gonna do?
We're gonna get in that last
line. We're gonna get a nice put. If it closed below this line on a 1 hour, we're entering the trade. Yeah. Because we also know too, have information with the 1 hour and the 4 hour. This is where the 1 hour and 4 hour is important too, as far as like entries and stuff. Know that the 4 hour is making a new low. Know that. Because it already made a new high. 4 hours making a new low. So if we get some nice low,
it said just depend on the time. What time?
Yeah. So like, what you mean what time?
Like when it want to push down.
Yeah, it's just like waiting. It's just a lot of waiting. You know what I mean? Which is good because you're catching a big move. And TP would be, let me see. TP would be the next wick.
9:30.
Yeah, you can put 9:30 if you want. If you want to be safe with the body, but I'm gonna use the candle. I'm gonna do the wick. Why? Because it's a daily. Daily, I do the wick. So really, what I'm looking at, this will be my trade. if I was to re-enter. And I wouldn't trade this crazy. Like I wouldn't put no crazy what's the name on it. This is literally the trade I'll put in right now. If it do what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do. Market do what the fuck it wants to do. That's what you gotta know. This would be the trade. I bang, get on liquid charts. I'll probably put in like 5% of my account on this and trade this. But it has to close below this. It has to. If it wait, because like don't be dumb and just wait for it to go down. Because wicks are a thing in the market. Don't forget about the wicks. It'll go down and reject. I don't care if it closes a little bit into that trade. Because all I know is this high is getting respected.
So you say you do wait for it to close on the.
Huh?
So you did say you wait for it to close on the 1 hour?
Yes, I'm waiting for it to close below this level because I know this level is a lot of rejection. Because look, what I know about this level, it's wicking here. If it's closing here, that's something different we seeing. And when something closes in a certain like significant area, as far as what I know with gold, it's likely. I'm not gonna say most likely because again, the market run you. You don't run the market. When it closes, that's when I know. Oh, that's something different I'm seeing. And what happens below this level? This is a whole lot of bearish. When it closed below this level, like I can expect this to go down. And again, it's the second time around. Just how when I said my trades before, you gotta keep in mind, like there's certain things that I keep in mind.
Like it ain't gonna hesitate that time.
Yeah, it's not really gonna hesitate because it already had that first little push. It's not really likely it's gonna hesitate. It's just gonna hesitate and go the fuck down. That's what it's gonna do. It should do. But if it like again, if it plays out the way you don't want to, and you take that L, it's okay. You know what I mean? But like you following rules. You know what I mean? But when you follow rules, you have better trades. But if I lose this trade, this is why I will be real patient and have alerts on. I have alerts and I get away. Like I'll probably have an alert like right here. Or I'll just set a timer and see what that does in an hour. You know what I mean? And what will really be good?
Level, but don't close yet. Like it go past the entry, but it's still moving candle.
That's what he said wait for it to close.
Wait for it to close. Because when it closes, and again you gotta know this too. What did I just say? When it makes a new low, when it makes a new high, it makes a new low. Which means it could be so many candles storming down here just to make a new low. But what will hurt you or something you have to watch out for is if, okay, it closed below here. That new low, if that new low don't close below here, or like there's red candles that don't close below this level right here, don't fuck with it. Because you make a new low. Now you making higher lows. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to fuck with nothing like that. That just means like we about to be bullish. But most of the time, like when I'm in my trades, it don't really happen. It really do be just taken down, especially if we already in a bearish market. We already keep going down. Like look at the 4 hour. We just been going down. The 4 hour ain't break one time. This is why I would re-enter this trade. The 4 hour didn't break one time, bro. It really didn't. Like you see it, high, lower high, low, lower low, high. What are we expecting? Lower low. Lower until it showed me it don't want to do it no more. Look at this. Look when it touched this level. Look what happened when it touched 399. Look at this rejection, bro. So it's like if it want to touch it again and play with 399 again, bro, we are gonna go down to that next level, which will be where 3927. So that's what I'm looking out for. But again, like I said, we got backup. We got backup if it doesn't do that. If it wants to go bullish and it's done, this one goes done going down. When it's done going down, it'll just go back bullish. And then what would it do? It will test these areas where the lady called out. I don't know your name, but you called out the same thing I did. Like if it want to go retest this right here, this area right here, it will just go back bullish. And like you'll think, okay, we going bullish. Oh my God, I think the market's going bullish. Calm down. Go to the daily, see where you'll think it's going bullish. Please calm down. Don't overdo it, please. Like this is when you think bullish. Well, this is when I would think bullish, which is a far long hit. Like, we got a long way to go. I wouldn't really take the 4 hours as it because that's not what I look at for my bias. I use the 4 hour for them setups. Like, okay, so for example, if I know I'm in a bearish market and I know I'm not cracking the daily high or anything, if I see any type of ICC on the 4 hour, I take the trade every time. I'm telling y'all I do. So if I'm sending something, it's because I'm seeing ICC in a bearish market. Look at it. It's just showing you. Everything I'm saying is right here. ICC. ICC. It's all in a bearish market. So I'm going to keep taking trades like this. I'm going to keep taking them until the market tells me it doesn't want to be bearish no more. So it's like, I can give a lower example. So I've seen a flip before. So if it wanted to go bullish, it would just start cracking all this. Like, you ever be in the market, you just be like, yo, what is it doing? People are like kind of slow. Like, it's just going to touch that daily high, or it's going to go touch that next level. And then like keep watching the daily, because the daily will make a new high. See, if the daily make a new high, then that will be your like I'll say right now, I'll be like, oh, not till it touched this, I'm thinking buys. But say if it make a green and red candle right here, I would think buys too above that green and red candle. I'm not just going off of one level. I'm not just going off of this. If it make a green and red candle like right here, say if it consolidates, the daily consolidates for a whole week, and it's a green and red candle right here, I would think buys above it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just take what the market's giving you. Like right now, it's doing what I think it's going to do. Look at this. It's respecting. It's basically a lower high. Oh yeah, another thing. If it's respecting something, it's considered a lower high. Like, this is considered a lower high. It just can't close above it. You see how it doesn't even want to go above it. It's so clean. It doesn't even want to go above. Like, when it's a little, like a tiny bit, it's not even above it. I'm trolling you. I'll take this shit off my screen. Look at that. That is respecting the shit out of high. That is a lot of confluence. If it makes this new high, which is technically a lower high, because it's respecting the shit out the same high, which means it don't even want to go above it. If it do that, it close like that, and then if it close like that and you see it's making a new low, this is probably where you could use the 1 hour. I'm at the 15. If it does that though, and you'll see a 15 closure below here, and I enter it too off that, because I got a lot of confluence. I know that it's making an equal. I know that's making an equal high, which will be right here. I know that it just made a low. I'm talking about in 38 minutes. If this makes a new high, if this makes a new high in 38 minutes, I know the next step is a new low. So I go here, and I wait for some closure on the 15 to go right here. And then where would I put my stop loss? Here, TP. Already got it planned out at 39.27. So this is how I trade every week. But like, I'm not gonna lie, like, setups aren't like this. Gold is just going crazy right now. This is not regular where I will keep looking at the chart. Usually I'm trading and I'm gone, because what I say about gold, it does that at the end of the week. It doesn't really do this. Now, when gold does this, where it likes to do what I wanted to do early in the week, it's going to be a good week. Like, it's a chance where probably make another 1,000, because it could be another good setup like this. Like, this is a good setup. You know what I mean? And like, again, it could go bad, it could lose, but like, I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking about what market is giving me. So yeah, like, that's how I think about it. That's how I run ICC. I run ICC off of key levels. I go to the daily. So if anybody want to write something down, I go off the daily. When I go to the daily, I'm marking that high, I'm marking that low. Any recent low, high, or I would look back to see if any daily, like a week or two, maybe 3 weeks ago, a daily low or a daily high getting disrespected. And I'll watch that level forever, because that is mad important. Like, this was mad important. That's why this move is happening too. And I predicted this. I predicted this since this happened at this candle. Who cares about this candle? But this candle happened all the way back in March. Like this is a minute ago. I'm not gonna act like I was looking at that candle. I looked at this, which happened June 10th. So for about 2 weeks, I was waiting for this to get touched again. What happened when this got touched again? It sunk. It did ICC. It sunk. That's why daily levels are so important. Just for the same thing here. Even something simple like this. What happened? It sunk. When them daily levels when them daily levels catch ICC, bro, it gets crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. Them levels just sink. They just sink. You see it. Like it just sunk. Like them daily levels are real important as a swing trader. And again, like don't be scared to take a swing trade because like you gonna make a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like you gonna make a lot of money with a small account. Dog, I'm like right now, my life is a manager at Burger King right now. I don't have crazy checks to be putting so much crazy capital into it. I'm freaking putting $100. I started with $50 and I had my first 5K month. I started with $50 using liquid charts. Started with $50. So like don't let nobody tell you like because you gotta know one thing you gotta know about the trading world and like people overall, like they always in the comments saying, oh, it's always saying something don't work, a strategy don't work. We all going through FOMO and psych. That's what you gotta realize. But like they just gonna say what they want to try to throw you off or anything because it didn't work for them. That's what trading is about. It's about getting your psychology together. Anybody that trades knows that. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta think outside the box. Like, okay, I done heard people say at least they done flip this, turn this and this. I'm just saying I was one of them people who had $50 and I just builded that shit off of just hitting a crazy swing trade. Cause 50 can turn into 800 real quick off a swing trade. Real quick far, like real quick is like a couple hours, maybe a day holding a trade or a swing trade. Look at this shit. And I was talking about this before the market even opened. It's doing it.
And you gonna wait for that candle to close.
I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that candle to close. Even if it closes before it hits this, that's still good to me. If it start making a crazy red candle going down, I'll answer that but I'll look at the 15 for that. You know what I mean? I only look, like I said, I only look at time frames like this if I'm trying to re-enter a trade. If gold is looking this good, gold is looking good right now. Because why? Why am I using lower time frames to re-enter something? Because one thing I know about lower time frames is that they don't have a lot of information. But when price has a direction, how do scalpers trade? They look at structure from a big higher time frame, and when they see that it's bullish or bearish, that's when they start taking little trades like that. And that's how I learned how to scout far as re-entering my trade. I'm not a scalper though, but I will re-enter my trade. Like when I say the same thing. Like when he'll be like, oh, I'm taking sells below this level. He's talking about like he will constantly keep selling until he sees some type of shift. Like, you know what I mean? He says in his video, like, until he sees some type of shift. I don't see no shift on the 4 hour. And I'm looking at the big boy time frame, which is the 4 hour. 4 hour ain't showing me nothing about a shift. Low, low. High, high, high. What we expecting? Low. Low. We're expecting another low. Where would that another low be? You see this big gap? It's going to be a nice little push. Look at this push it just had. Boom. What we expect another push, which will be that next level. And then if gold want to keep going down, we just going to keep holding that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I might just keep holding it, but I haven't got to that level yet. Like I'm not that crazy where I know like I didn't know to keep holding this. You know what I mean? Which I'm trying to learn at, which I probably think is in between them 1 hour time frames, but it's like they just so ass to me because it's just like you'll think it's like I don't know, you'll just think it's trying to flip on you. I don't know how to explain it. It's like maybe I need to look in the 4 hour when I'm holding more. You know what I mean? But like Also, this wick happened, so you gotta think about the emotions that was getting played while this wick was happening. Like all this happened, you gotta think of that. That was crazy. Like I don't know if anybody watched that, but like that wick went up like 70 points. Like that's kind of crazy, especially when you're in a bearish market. But yeah, gold ain't show me nothing. Gold ain't show me nothing about no break, no nothing. High, lower high, lower high, lower high. Go look at the lows. Low, lower low, lower low, lower low. What we expecting? Lower low.
All right, so you said when we was taking notes, your number one was go to daily, mark out the high and low, and then what's next?
All right, what you say? Go ahead.
When you were saying if you taking notes, I'm just kind of taking notes on basically everything you just said in this call. You was like, go to the daily time frame and mark out the high and low, and then
All right.
you'll go zoom into the 4 hour.
When you're marking up that high and low, is you marking that body candle or the wick?
The wick.
Yeah, you mark that wick. Make sure you emphasize that because you'll miss a move. You know what I mean? And then once you mark that wick, get off the daily. Go to the best time frame in my opinion, which is the 4 hour. Go to that 4 hour time frame, and then you wait on your setup. You wait for that low. Then you wait for that low. Far as that indication, you wait for that indication. Just how I say it every time. Then you wait for that correction. Then you wait for the continuation. Now the continuation is what could fake you out and start thinking that it don't work. The continuation will be when it has a good push below that line. And when you get on that 4 hour, mark that well really the daily already do it, but you can mark the body candle. But when the daily when the daily makes an indication when you mark out the daily, so I don't know if you want to screenshot this, maybe print this out or whatnot, so I could put the example. I'm trying to find a real good one. So this is a good one. Well, let me make sure my alert's on, so I know where that level at. Cause I want to delete all this, so I don't have nobody monitoring. All right. I remark everything. You a fuck. All right. So if you come on that daily, that's why you mark the wicks. Wait. Anything like that. Say if you want to be a daily person and you just like fuck it, I want to wait so long. That's a crazy patience to have. But if you can do it, you can do it. But like if you want to wait right here, you see these wicks. This is an indication. You know what I mean? But you want to mark them wicks. It could be any wick. You can mark any wick. Mark that high point and mark that low point. Let's go off of what we getting now. Let's keep it fresh. Like I can go over the next week's trade easy, and I want everybody to go over with me. Like while we in Discord or whoever want to follow. I'm not really pressed for anybody to know, but you go here. What would I do? I'm just saying. Say if this was a fresh week, boom. It already indicated to that bottom, so I'm like, damn. Like I'm hyped, but like really, what it's doing for me is it already indicated correct to continue with because I've been marked this. So really, what is it doing for me? I'm in a continuation right now. That's what y'all would have been if you was following or like if anybody like I wasn't in a group chat by then, but like indication, continuation, correction. Right. When they do that on a daily, Lord, you're gonna see drops like this. Like you see how gold just won't stop going down. Look at this fucking candle since it touched here. Drop. Like that's a big ass candle compared to like the daily. That's a big candle for the daily. You know what I mean? And then it went all the way down here. So it did like 100, like all the way down here. That's crazy pips. You know what I mean? More than that actually. It dropped all the way down here. But you hop on that daily, you find any mark you can, any wick, and you count that. And then once you do that weight, it could be this too. If you want to do that. But look, this is why you always wait. Say I do this. I mark that green and that red. I'm gonna show you why I didn't take a buy. even though it's indicated to that top side. Why I didn't take a buy? It never went back. What the fuck I'm taking a buy for? Unless it's some shit like this, but you're not gonna catch no big ass move unless you want to do this. Like, okay, we in a buy. You can catch a move like this, but like it's not gonna be that move that you hoping for. If that makes sense, like you're not hoping for that. It's when that second time around, like I would say, like that second time around is what's important. It's about that second time around.
You said it is?
It is, yeah. Because you see the drops. You put this, go down to 4 hour. What we see within that 4 hour. Indication, correction, continuation. This is a big move.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big move. Right here, this is the place where it's set at. This is the respected level. This is all the daily. This is the daily level. What it do? Indicate it, it correct it. And what I say, when it don't give a big push, gold is faking you out. When they don't give a big push, gold is faking you out. And you see this high, you see how this high's up here? Yo, don't enter a trade like that on gold. Because it's a fake out. Or it's a high chance it's a fake out. Because it can drop, but it's a high chance it's a fake out. If that low isn't like close down here, if that high or low, if you bullish, it'll be the low. If that high, if it ain't like close down here, don't fuck with it. Like this one, it was close down here, but didn't make that push. So now we going off of this one. Now we going off of this one because you see this indication, correction, continuation. Did a little fake out? Like I probably would have still took that trade. Got a little no, I wouldn't have. Now I wouldn't have because you see how far this is away from here. That's not good risk management. So like you wouldn't want to take that trade. And it's just a poor trade on gold. But then when it go here and it push like this, now, I mean, this is your new thing. This wick is your new entry point. At first, my entry point would have been here, but I already know about gold is that like that first like continuation. Be careful. Just take a little lot if you is just to be safe because it could, but it's not likely with gold. So like, be safe. That first little time around.
Yeah, it don't just go straight there.
But this will really be it. And look at this. This is what you're looking for. Why is this what you're looking for? Look at that lower high. It's right there at the line. And then what else did it do? That push. Like I would have got in off of just look at this wick. I would have got in off that though. Because I would have seen that big because at that moment I'm seeing that big candle. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is making that push? I'm in that trade. As soon as it made that push. And then it made that push and it cracked it. It cracked my entry point. So I'm entering. As soon as it touched my entry point again, I'm entering that trade. And you see, I didn't do this one. Why wouldn't you enter on this one? This is a low, not a high. You're stupid if you enter on a low. Because look, it's just a fake out. Why would you enter on a low? You enter on that high. Always enter on that lower high. Here go that lower high. It cracked. And then it made that push. And then what did it do? Push. Like, you know what I mean? And I guarantee you that's the TP. All right, so look. Indication. I guarantee you that's the TP. This is the indication. This isn't your take prof. Never look at that indication as your take prof. I had to get out of that habit. Don't be scared to hold it. Don't be scared to hold it. You'll be holding for a little bit, but don't be scared to hold it. So, where to indicate at? Let's see if it touched this. This is really how you find your TP. Seriously. Boom. Look at that. Look at that drawback. It pushed below it. Look at that drawback. But that's where I would have stopped because that's where the indication didn't touch. Indication didn't touch that. I always go to where indication didn't touch. But you can still hold if it's still in a downtrend. But yeah, you will just take it here. So your trade setup will look like this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's how you would have entered that trade. And then you know it's high. You know your setup. Well, I know my strategy is high probability because I've been doing it for 4 weeks. Over 4K I done made already. So when you go here, you'll be catching all this. And I'm putting in tons of trades while I'm doing this. And this would be risk. Is that a 1 to 3? I think that's a 1 to 3. I don't know how to read that. I don't know if anybody know how to read that, but I don't know if that's a 1 to 3 or not. But yeah, that would be my TP. And you see when it hits your TB, it draw back. Even when it went down and dumped some more, it still draw back something crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what happens. That's what happens when price hits it. But what would I do? Once I see that it chilled out, I count this as an indication. I'll take back to my indication level. Look at that dump, bro. I'm not making this up. I go back to where it indicated when I first had my first move, which was that week. I know this is probably, I'm telling you now, I know this is probably like a daily high or something. Something like that. It's probably like a daily high. What this do? This is how I trade every time. Look how respected that is. Look how bad I know my strategy. Like, I know that's a daily high. I just knew that was a daily high because it's just something getting respected. When there's so many levels getting respected, like, you don't want to, like, trade it. So now that I know that's a daily high, what I would wait for. Mind you, my key level was just where it indicated previously at. That's another key level I do, where it indicated previously at. I mean, yeah, where it indicated previously at, and it took this big dump. So now this dump that I recently like made my money off is now what? My new indication. So now this is an indication. This is a correction. This fake out. How is this a fake out? Look at this. Look at that. Go one to fake you out so bad. The fake lore indication. Even if you want to do the body in this one, maybe, but I'm not going to probably enter into like right there. Because I know regardless it's going to make that dump. I'm still not going to enter into it right there. Like my entry is straight right there. And where was this at? 44? I hit this trade. I remember this one. Indication. It made this indication. It made the fake indication. I already went over this early. The same trade. It hit this fake indication. This, which is now the wick is now my entry. Indication correction. Where's the continuation? It made this, but did it hit my entry? No. And what did I avoid? A fake out. Imagine if I would have entered this trade right here. I got faked out. But then I'm right here. I'm waiting for another lower low, a lower high. I made a lower high. Did it hit my take? Did it hit my entry? Yes. What did the market do? It just fucking dump. It happens every time. It happens most of the time.
Why you mark out that wick instead of that indication, like at the end of that body?
Because that's indication. I don't want to mark my indication. That's what told me where price wanted to go. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mark indication. That's just like saying that's just where the wick just suddenly wanted to go. But like if I mark my indication, it's like I mean you can. I mean that's a lot of, but it's like it's a chance that you could probably get bounced out. I mean that's a good question, but it's like I wouldn't want to wait that long because I'm missing out on money now. You know what I mean? Like for real, like I'm just missing out on money now.
So you just sound like the second level that was close to it type shit.
Yeah, like whatever faked out or whatever wick. Wick is really where I like to have a good entry at because it's just a lot of confirmation, and it makes that dump for me. Yeah. So right here, these are all phonies. These are all fake entries. It's a real entry, and then that's a real fucking dump right there. That's a real fucking dump. Just be patient. Like don't just go off of that first order thing because you can get caught in fake outs. That's what gold does. That's how it moves. But yeah. So you got any questions? See, I don't know what the fuck this shit doing.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. This is a perfect ass breakdown.
Yeah, it really was.
Okay.
That's how I trade. I can keep going like that. You know what I mean? I've been with this. I've been with y'all for a fucking hour and a half trying to explain this shit to y'all. But this is how. Anytime I make call outs, I'm trading just like this. This ain't no you think. And I just called so many different moves. You just see me back to back. Just call how I'm going to enter a trade back to back. But I can keep going down the list as me just pointing shit out. Why I'm not taking buys, why I don't think buys. Like boom, and boom. I'm just going down. I'm just going with gold, if that makes sense. Boom, I'm gonna label this, then boom, I'm gonna label this, then boom, I'm gonna label that, then boom, I'm gonna label that, then boom, I'm gonna label. That's just how I do it. So now what we gonna do? What's the level I will mark here? I will mark this. I'm just going with gold. Like I follow it. I mark this. I'm telling you, this is all I do. I mark this. Say if it's the beginning of the week, I mark this. I go to 4 hour. Let's see what you want to do, 4 hour. Let's see what you want to do. You want to indicate? You want to correct? You want to continue? Cool. Give me all that money. Give me all that big dump right there. And then I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to the next week, which will be this one. And then it will be this one. This is how I make my boxes. Go down to 4 hour. I know it's bearish. How I know it's bearish, it indicated. So even, okay, I'm going to explain this too. Don't just always go off of, daily indicate. This is why I say when you mark up, go to the 4 hour because you can miss a move. Because the 4 hour can do ICC and you could trust a sell. Why can you trust a sell? Because it indicated on the daily. You could trust a sell. Because this is how I get my bias, if that makes sense. Whenever it indicates to the down or upside, that's my bias. So what is my bias? My bias is bearish. So I go down to 4 hour. My bias is bearish. So I'm looking for anything that ICCs below this level. Below this level is bearish. Look, you see it. Look at that dump. A big ass indication, a big ass correction, a big ass continuation. Even if it wasn't that, I'm gonna just find a different level. Oh, another one. These are all trades I be taking. Indication, correction, continuation. And then when I see people take buys, I'm like, cool, you could take a buy, but that's not the big move. That's why I be calling them like, yo, you called them beforehand. Because I already knew the market was overall bearish. When the market is overall bearish or overall bullish, that's the big move. I don't give a fuck about this little move. I don't care about this little move. I care about how it keeps going lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, low. That's what I care about. We stop. We gotta like, when you swing trading, get out of the habit of scalping. And when I first started, I got in the habit of scalping until, I'm not gonna lie, one day it just clicked. I watched the video from Sam, like, I'm just like, yo, like, I'm thinking this shit not working. I'm ready to change my mentor. I'm ready to change my strategy. Then one day, bro, I found a video. It just turned on, and he just, he called us dumb as shit if you trade an ICC on anything other than a 4 hour daily in an hour. I said, I'm dumb as shit. He was like, you're just not patient. Like, he just literally speaking, saying, you're just not patient.
Send that video in the group chat.
I gotta find it. I swear I gotta find it. Bro, when I tell y'all just gotta, like, when you watch Sophomore, them deep videos, like, you gotta watch the ones that it ain't the trading course. You gotta watch the ones where it's like 40K, 50K, or when he's talking about your psychology. Because when he's talking about your psychology, he's giving you game. He's telling you to fake out something. I'm telling you now, everything I'm saying is shit I learned from side video. But now I just what I mixed with it, key levels. That's the only thing I did. But the fake outs, learned from him. The indication, of course, indication correction, learned from him. The daily time frame, I watched what he was looking like. Certain trade breakdowns he did. I'm like, why he marked that? Why he do this? I'm like, yo, he marked the wick. He don't even know. So I don't even mark the wick on the daily. I just started doing that shit. But like, you said what?
I think he do the body or some shit.
Yeah, he do body everything. I do wick on daily because I'm not about to miss no move. I seen that. I seen how to correlate daily with 4 hour, and the wicks on the daily is the 4 hour. If that makes sense, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Remember, the wicks on the daily is the 4 hour, and you've seen it. It's a whole bunch of indication, correction, continuation, and it would do the same thing if it was bullish. We just ain't bullish. I don't watch no news. I don't get up and watch the fucking news. I don't get up and type on my shit saying, oh, I'm about to watch the news. Trump did this. I don't give a fuck. I care about what the market is doing. You know what I mean? If that correlates, cool. But I'm not going off that shit. I don't make trading filled with all these different things in my head. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm marking key levels and I'm waiting for ICC on the 4 hour. I'm not doing anything else. Like for now, like This is a key level. Like, you gotta mark your key levels. You gotta know what's getting tested. Have this got tested? No, so you patient. This got tested? No, so you patient. You know what I mean? Like, you waiting. But what's really a key level? It's this. That's really what you want. Why? This hit a daily. This is a lot of bearish movement across this level. It already made an indication, a red and green candle. But again, gold could just be dumping right now. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's been doing. It's just been dumping. So it's like, will it really retest that? Probably not. But just to be safe, that's something that we'll watch out for. But we really waiting for it to keep dumping, which would be right here, which is where buyers are strong at. Always know your TP is where buyers are strong. It's not the indication. It is where buyers are strong, which would be the next low or the next high. If it's bullish, it'll be the next high or it'll be the next low where it indicated at. Scott says this in his videos. Where it indicated at, it's the next high or it's the next low. If you do anything below that, you're gambling. Unless price showing you that. That's why I get taken out of all my trades. I say, why didn't hold? I didn't master holding that long yet. I just didn't master it. So it's like, why would I do something I'm not good at? So it's like, I wouldn't hold. I would just keep it strict. I'll just keep it strict for it's like, okay, I'm just going to the next level. You know what I mean? And I keep it that strict. I really don't trade past that next level. When I say 3999, when y'all start getting into it, if y'all want to start trading the way I trade, I'm just giving it out. Tay thought it'll be a good idea. I just started giving it out. So I'm just giving it out. Like, if it was me, I'm not trading past that next level. Unless market like this. Only reason I trade past this level, look how the market looks. It's too much confluence for me to just ignore it. It's too much. It's too much. Lower low, lower highs, lower low. We still bearish. We not even flipping, trying to hit the mark where I wanted to hit. That's why I say you don't run the market. Don't think you know what's about to happen. You don't know what's about to happen. You just know, again, like I say all the time, what market's giving you. Market ain't giving me is trying to hit my level, but it could. But right now, it's looking like it want to go maybe drop some more. And then what you're going to see when it hit that, I will hope to see a drop. But if I get manipulated and it hits back, because the market will manipulate you no matter what. Care who you is, you will get manipulated. But it could manipulate me and go back. And then it's like, okay, I'll take that, but I already took my shares out. I already took most of my money out. I'm good. It's like, it's some money where I'm like, I'm okay with, but we can make some more money off of what the market is giving me, not off of me just saying I want to make more money. I'm literally taking a trade because this will market giving me, not because I want to make more money. Like, stop thinking of money. You know, like, just really, like, lower your lot size until you can get it right. Like, I was, like, when I know my trade doing good or anything, I'll put in more lots. Like, I used to trade 1%, a lot of 1%, and then I just keep doing 1%. I keep putting in more trades. Like, anytime the 1 hour or the 4 hour will make, like, that new lower low I'm talking about, that's when it's good to put in that other trade. So that way you're scaling and you're quadrupling your money. You're doubling your money. You're tripling it. You're doing more than tripling in your money. That's how I did it. That's how you be seeing sometimes I send something and I'm turning 200 into 1,000 or something like that. That's because I'm putting in so many trades. It's the same trades. It's just when I see them lower highs, I'm putting in more. I'm probably putting in 2 more to be safe. But just know, like, you drag that stop loss with you. Try to do like 3 to 4 trades per trade, if that makes sense. Because you know you're just doing one full trade. Do the 3 or 4 trades per trade while you're trading. You know what I mean? Put in another sell. Because you're a swing. When you master that you're a swing trader, you know that you're a high probability trader. Because swing traders are way more high probability than a scalper. Why? Because we wait so long. Why? We're trading on higher time frames. What does every trader know about higher time frames? Higher time frames is the best information. Period. There's nothing better than that. Like, if I had an ICC on the fucking weekly, I'm not looking at that shit. That shit going to take months. But if I have an ICC on the weekly, I'm taking that shit. And now I'm holding that bitch for like a week. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm not there yet. I'm trying to really build up what I'm making. Like, once I pay my debt off, then I'm gonna really be crazy. On top of that, I'm gonna be real. Like I told you, I've been trading for a couple months. this is my first crazy profitable month. And it's like, I gotta catch up from all the times I was taking them L's. You know what I mean? Like, I was putting in some bullshit, doing a whole lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? To the point where it's like, I got tired of that shit. So I don't know if anybody feel the same way, Lil Yang. One day you just gotta wake up and get tired of doing the same bullshit you putting on trading and really focus on like, yo, you're not gonna make it in trading unless you really have some strict rules with yourself because it's about your psychology no matter what. It's not about it's about the strategy, but like you could put some dumb shit in thinking you run like you ain't following no rule. I still FOMO a little bit. But like this is my first profitable month. Like my account, yo, I lost like my account just hitting profitability. My account is probably like $600-700 profitable right now. You know what I mean? But I lost like 3,000, four something. I lost like like 3 to 4 something. You know what I mean? Now my account's at profitability. Now it's like, okay, I may be profitable. And the way I talk now, the way I explain shit, it's like I may be profitable. And look at this candle right here. Like, and it gets.
What you about to do with that?
You know what I'm about to do with that motherfucker. Look at it, yo. Like, this shit is fucking crazy, man. Yo, I'm telling y'all, get in the fucking trade, man. Like, get this shit some time. Let's see what this shit ready to do. And once I put that in, I go to. Sometimes I like lay down because I start FOMOing. Like, I learned when to stop.
I think watching be the problem. It's like when you watch that shit, you get to fucking up your trades, bro. I gotta start looking at that shit.
Yo, but like I'm a little more disciplined now. Like it's not as bad as I used to be. I'll just say like when I hit trades now, I used to hit trades get hype, but I get hype for as texting, but like inside I don't get hype no more because I've been through that before. Like you really gotta wake up one day and just stop doing the same shit that you've been doing with trading. You know what I mean? As far as like come from somebody like next month, if I fuck up, start doing some old crazy shit because I think I'm so up off of trading, I'm gonna lose everything. So it's like I gotta keep it strict. So we gonna wait. This candle about to hit my alert. Now if this motherfucker closed below that, I would enter a trade. That's just my opinion. I would enter a trade. But again, always think of before you enter that trade, don't fucking enter the trade and fucking do some shit to blow your account. Because gold can manipulate. Anything can manipulate. Like, have that. Like, know that it's a possibility of taking an L. Control your lot size. Control what you can lose, what you can win. Like, I'm cool with, like, once this candle close, or whatever it do, once it close, I'm cool with a cool or stop loss above here, maybe like above here, 40.13, and take this right here. If it closed, I'll probably lose like $50-$60, but I was trying to make 900. That's how it get when you trading. You're gonna try to lose that little bit of your account to make a lot of fucking money. I swear to God, that's how swing trading go. A little bit, just a little bit. Like if you got good risk management, but a swing trade, and you okay with losing that 60, but you was trying to make 800, and then it's high probability that it's gonna hit that. It's gonna hit that target. You just gotta sit in it. And that's the hardest part about it. It's like the patience, bro. Like when I used to see that money just fluctuating, bro, I used to close out on anything. And then I see it go hit the TP I thought it was gonna hit. And then I'm like, I'm sick. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you just gotta get out of that fucking habit. Let's wait for this fucking candle close. Make a fucking call out. 4 hour. My analysis on this shit right now. The 4 hour is making a new low, which is
already hit your alert.
Hell yeah, hit my alert. But look how disciplined I am. I'm not going to liquid charts right now. I don't care about liquid charts right now because why would I go into my money and I don't got no candle closer? I don't even know this is gonna make a new high. I've been through shit already with trading where in the last 2 minutes that bitch will wake up and go do some crazy shit. Even though I know it's bearish as hell, I doubt it. But stay strict to your rule. That's how you become close to profitability. Is staying strict on your rules, and that's real shit that they tell you. Like I know y'all don't probably watch hella trading videos on psychology and shit. Like, yo, really stay strict to your rules. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not taking it. Cause I don't know what the fuck this shit gonna do. Cause if it close above this and turn green, then what? Now I'm in a trade. I'm like, yo, this shit ready to go bad. And by the time I'm ready to close out, the candle's already up here killing my shit. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's how it get. So like right here, analysis on this, equal high, good sign. Hold on, I deleted everything. Go back to that daily. It hit my alert. But you see how I rejected off my alert. Which I don't fuck with. Stay like right here. Yeah. So if it closed right there, I enter that bitch. I'll go right on liquid charts and enter that trade. If it closed right there, I'll enter that trade. Because it's cracking it. And it never,
that's
you see these?
key level you just marked on.
Exactly. It's not, these didn't do that. On top of that, this is considered, and again, this is considered, this right here is considered a lower high. This is considered a lower high because it's equal or lower. What is that? That's equal or lower. You got to be retarded to not see that that's equal or lower. And so in 48 seconds is right here, but it could wake up. It could wake up. Like it could. Like within that 40 seconds, it could wake up. Because that's what this candle did.
How do shit like that in the last 5 seconds?
Yeah, bro. Like you gotta be.
We don't want.
And if it do that,
that 1 minute.
And if it do that, and mind you, I'm on a nice time frame. I'm on an hour. Let's see what the 15 doing. The 15 gotta make a new low. This shit ready to get crazy.
It is about to make a new low.
See this? I already kind of knew this. It made the highs making a new low, and the 15's about to close below this. These candles gonna start going crazy down here.
It's a new hour. All them hoes finna close. Really.
Yeah, hold on. I'm definitely about to enter this trade.
Nah, no bullshit. We all on the same time.
Like fuck that. You don't know, bro. It can go good. It can go real good, or it can go slightly bad. That's how I think of it. So fuck it, we trade. Like the fuck. You know what I mean? Don't kill your cat. Don't kill your cat. Right now, I'm gonna tell you right now how much I would lose if this go bad.
I would lose 30, but win 200. The last I got in.
Like, come on, bro. Win 30, but win 200, but lose 30. You know how much you quadrupling, dippling your money right now. Like, that's how I look at a swing trade, bro. Like 408, 193. What I'm trying to make. What's that level I got? 3927.
Going down to 3. Oh, you said 3927.
Yeah, that's where I put it at. I will lose $60 to make 343. You think I'm fucking worried? Like, make a fuck that $60. As far as my capital, I can afford it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you gotta think of that shit. It's below that type of level that you like it to be below of. Which means you could expect like a crazy candle, or you can expect some manipulation. Now, if you see some manipulation and it hits that shit, then I just told you that like maybe we going bullish. Maybe we about to go see a lot of candles go up and stop fucking with trading. You know what I mean? Like stop fucking with it. Cause you're gonna start FOMOing.
You gotta take your L and cop that bitch.
Take your L. Like, seriously, take your L.
Because it's still overall bearish. So it's like,
yeah, it's still overall bearish. You know what I mean? Like, it will be more. But that was just a nice free entry. That makes sense. So you watch that candle. This candle could get crazy and go shoot the fuck down. Look at that. And you just let your shit play out. Top of that, the 15 doing what they need to do. The 15 closing under it. And the 15 is breaking that previous low that it was before. It's breaking that shit right now. It closed below that. I didn't even see that. It closed below that. That's even more confluence. So it could just fucking sink. 15 doing ICC right now. Who cares about the 15 doing ICC? That's not what we was looking at. for this. We was looking at what levels. We wasn't looking at ICC in the hour. We was looking at levels. On top of that, if this fucking 4 hour close, if this 4 hour close red below this level, stay in the straight. It's hitting. My opinion, it would hit. As long as we don't go touch a high.
You be adding lots. You be adding lots like when it creates a lower high.
I would add lots. Yeah, sometimes. Like I think it's too late. I wouldn't. I'll just take my lower thing. I actually might if I see something crazy going on. But like I wouldn't say it's dumb. It ain't dumb. If it makes a lower high, I would to go down to that next level of buyers because gold is bearish overall.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like this don't always happen either. Like gold don't always do this. Gold is really like that one, maybe two trades within that week. Gold isn't like no crazy like market with that do shit like that where it's always trades, and that's scalpers regardless. Like real swingers don't really take that many trades. Max probably 3 a week, if that makes sense. But this is all basically considered one trade because this is all one move.
All right.
Yeah, real. It's all. It ain't no flip or nothing. It's all one move. And then it's like it keeps sinking. So it's like we're gonna keep taking that sink. We want to keep fucking with that. And it's like we catching it, like you catching the trend before it even starts. Like we catching it. You know what I mean? That's how you catch it. You look at them levels that's getting rejected. Well, like this, how this level got rejected, and then now we waiting for that shit to just flow down, tear back down because it's getting disrespected again. And when levels like that get disrespected again, it's a high chance it's going to the next level of buyers. It's definitely a chance. I know I traded like this a couple times. Something safe would be like 3972, but we'll be taking this all the way down to where I wanted to go. Cause gold been sinking all fucking day. So it's like, why not? And on top of that, what's today? Wednesday?
Today.
Today, Wednesday, technically Thursday on the market. Clarity.
I'm just sitting here and wait. And you just be patient. I know that candle looking nice. It ain't looking like it's about to go touch that motherfucking that high. And this is how you get good entry. So now you'll feel good about this re-entry because you know at the end of the day you're not gonna lose a lot of your cat. And on top of that, you taking a high probability trade. You're not taking no bullshit. Like you didn't just re-enter no bullshit. You can explain to yourself why you entered that. Always be able to really explain and feel confident on what you're saying. Like before this even happened, I called it out and explained why I would take something like this. You know what I mean? Why I would take something like this because it's rejecting off a key buyer's level, and now it's trying to go back to it in a bearish market. Also, the 4 hours showing lower highs, lower lows, and it never stopped doing that yet. So it's like, why the fuck wouldn't we? So what am I expecting? I'm expecting the 4 hour to make a crazy candle, or it can close on a slight red candle, and then it's going to make a crazy another candle, and it's just going to go down, 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 and make what? That next low that it's trying to make. Because what did gold just do? What did the 4 hour just do on gold? It made a high. It's trying to make a low again. What happened the last time it tried to make a low? It got pissed off and made a dick candle. You know what I mean? Like you got to take that information. You got to know how to explain to yourself why you're in a trade. Seriously.
Well, I just gotta let this sit now.
This shit looks good though. You know?
Ain't nothing to do but let that bitch work.
So So let me ask something. So if you was trading my strategy, what's the first thing? It was really side strategy, but I just add key levels to it. But like when you hop on the charts, what's the first thing you're doing?
You can go on a daily, mark the highest wick, highest low. Lowest low wick. Then you go on your 4 hour, find that indication or wait for an indication, the body of it, and then wait for a correction, closure, and then you just wait for a correction, but you want to make sure it ain't like a bullshit correction. You want to mark out a level where it's like it got to pass for you to enter like a good continuation type shit.
Yeah.
And then your TP gonna be the last low or high where like buyers or sellers were strongest.
Not your indication.
Yeah.
Not your indication. So like, yeah, you go to the daily. Okay, so this weekend, we can all do the same thing. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna randomly just say, yo, I'm at the end of this, and I want to see people charts. Like, I'm gonna just ramp this weekend is a great time. This is when I always do it, or like Friday around that time. I mark. Go to the daily. Just sit on. Just over the weekend. Just watch the charts while it's not moving. Now, when you mark them levels, see what's breaking on it. See if something is breaking on the daily. See other key levels that you see on a 4 hour. Look at other things you'll possibly be taking trades on. You know what I mean? Like, really look in detail. Like, you got to take it that serious when you're trying to find the big moves. We're trying to find big moves. We're not trying to find them little baby ass bullish move, baby ass sell moves. We're not trying to find them. We're trying to find the moves that when I show y'all my charts how I do, and I'm going down 1,000 pips. That's the moves you're trying to find. We're not trying to find them baby moves. So that's why you take time. That's why I say I don't get no full analysis. When you're swing trading, you should always change your analysis as far as on levels. Because if you change your analysis on levels, that just means you're studying and you're getting to know the chart even more. But you stay strict to where you would do something that you don't enter on anything you don't even feel confident with. If you're not confident, you're taking the wrong trade. Like when I take my trades, I feel confident. Like, look, we rate hit this. And I'll tell you now, these past 4 weeks, I've been taking one serious trade, like trades like this. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I basically didn't lose. I basically didn't lose because it's like, it'll be something like this if it was. I didn't even have nothing like this where it lost out real quick or anything like that. Or even if it did, I'm already up 1,500 for this week already. So it's like, if I even lose $100, $200, it's not really a loss to me because I already made all my profit this week. I already done turned $200 into $1,500 off of making a crazy swing trade. And on top of that, it's not even so much of a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. It's how many trades I'm putting in. You know, like it's how many trades I'm putting in. Like I'm putting in so many trades. Like if I'm confident on my trade, like I said, you're confident on your trade, you see that went down. Like I'll send y'all something early when my trade is flowing down or it's flowing up, wherever the market's going, and I'm up $300-$400.